Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. I'm Jack, your host, here with Emily today.
I'm here.
Ben's missing. Casey's missing. I don't know where they're at. They kind of just disappeared on us, but maybe they'll be back. I hope they'll be back. And we got a guest today. He was running back in high school. Somehow changed the receiver, and I didn't know about that. He played receiver at Truman for 4 years. We got Teddy Bielecki today. How you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm a little annoyed with this setup and nothing's working right, but, we're getting there.
Yeah, shit happens, man.
Yeah, we're getting there. This is third time we've tried it now.
Third time's a charm.
I hope so. I paid a lot of money for this equipment, so.
Yeah.
We're doing this in Jack's basement.
We have a new setup today. Usually we're at Lindenwood and we're changing it up. We're here in my basement. And we don't have as good of equipment as Lindenwood has.
Not even close.
It's a start. It's better than nothing.
Looks pretty nice to me.
Yeah, you see the stuff we have at school. We have a Rodecaster Pro board at school, and it's $600.
It's expensive.
Yeah. I can't afford $600 for a board. We don't make any money off this show.
No.
We're losing money on this show.
So I'm not getting paid.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't know where you got that idea.
Well, wait, you lost money. I didn't lose
You haven't paid anything. Yeah, it costs $20 a month to post the episodes. And I bought $200 worth of equipment.
Yeah.
Which is a lot for me.
Which
Right.
I didn't tell him to do. He volunteered.
Yeah, I wanted it.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah, no, I
can't
mean,
really complain here. Though.
no, I'm just it's expensive, and we don't make any money, so we're not paying you.
Okay, I guess
We're not
it's
paying
fair.
anyone.
No, well, you get paid
I got paid $1.
$2.
You paid me $1. Your boss gave me the other $1.
It's true, that did
That's
happen.
infinitely more than I'm getting, so.
Yeah, that is true. It's nice though. I didn't have to drive anywhere today. I walked one room over from my bedroom. It's great.
Yeah, we
Lucky.
both had a lengthy commute here.
Oh, you were talking about lengthy commutes.
Yeah.
How often did I drove out to Lindenwood 4 or 5 days a week?
Well, that was your decision.
Not
also.
fully my decision.
I mean,
I had to go to class.
you
Well,
don't
yeah.
have to go to class.
I pay a lot of money to go to class.
You pay a lot of money to pass tests.
We don't
pay
even
money
have
to go to
tests.
class.
No, we don't.
In mass communications, we don't have tests.
Then what do you do?
Projects.
Oh. Well, you pay a lot of money to do well in projects.
Yeah. We do stuff like this. Some classes have podcasts as a final. Some classes have... Like, we made a TV show. I'll show you that later. But we made a TV show in one class. It was awesome.
So was this born out of a final project, or was this like a side thing?
This was me getting sort of exiled from a different show. And I wanted to do a podcast. And I met her one day.
In a basement.
And Casey was on the phone. And
That's
then
scary.
it started. And then we had another guy on here. And he's not on anymore.
Right.
And her boyfriend replaced him. And then he's not here. And we're always looking for that fourth co-host. The third co-host.
Maybe
really.
third, yeah.
Third and fourth, yeah. We it's interchangeable. Every week I try to have somebody else on. We've had some pretty cool people on so far. You're following our best episode yet, so
Oh, fantastic. So there's no pressure to
there's a lot of pressure.
Okay.
We had
gotta do good
our last
today.
episode. What do they call her? The Queen of Rock in local radio or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't the Mormon guy?
No, that was a while ago. No, he wasn't Mormon.
Oh.
He knew
my
Mormons.
Bad, my bad.
Talking about
Just
Cooper
Utah
from
guy.
was that episode 4? I think. With Cooper and George.
Yeah, I
I think it was
think.
episode 4. Casey was on that episode. I forget about that.
No. Oh, he called
He
in.
called in for 2 hours.
2 hours?
Is he on the road?
Yeah, he was on the road.
That's hilarious.
What's a better name if we have him call in from the road? And anybody who's listening to this, tell us on Instagram. On, what is it, Don't Know Jack Pod?
Yeah.
We Don't Know Jack Pod, Instagram. It'll be in the description. Tell us what you think a better name for the trucking stories is. Tales from the Turnpike or Under the Overpass?
Kind of like Tales from the Turnpike.
I do too.
But
Yeah.
But he doesn't drive on the Turnpike.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
doesn't
He's
matter.
Midwest now. I think that's a great name. I came up with that
It's
one.
either that or you got to incorporate highway somehow.
Yeah, Under the Overpass is good, though.
Yeah.
There's some good
It
ones.
also makes it sound like he's homeless, though.
True.
Oh, he just bought a
I
house,
didn't think
actually.
about that.
Oh,
He actually just got a house. He moved out of his parents'
there
house.
you go. Big moves, Casey.
I'm still in my parents' house.
Hey, I am too.
This is
Yeah.
being recorded in the basement of my parents' house. Mr. Computer Scientist over here.
Yeah, well, my parents moved. I had to get my own
He
place.
didn't have much choice. So me and Teddy grew up together. You moved here 2nd grade.
Yeah.
I started at Blevins in 2nd grade.
Oh,
And
I forgot that you weren't even there.
I was at St. Mark's.
Yeah, that's right.
I went to St. Mark's kindergarten, 1st grade. But we started same class, same school. And
Mrs. Williams.
we didn't have a class again
Never.
until 8th grade.
Do we have one?
We had that home ec class together.
Oh, you're right.
Do you remember the group we were in? We were at the same table in that class. Do
Interesting.
you remember who was in that group?
I don't remember who else was in that group.
Josh, Daisy. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah.
There's another kid. I don't remember his name. He's real blonde, real dumb.
That narrows it down.
I remember we were making snickerdoodles. Do you remember this at all?
I remember making snickerdoodles, and
Do you remember what happened?
I don't remember what happened.
We made snickerdoodles in this class, and we doubled the shortening, but nothing else. So we doubled the grease.
Oh
This
my
was
God.
we were what, 13? 12 or 13?
Let's go with 12.
I hope it was probably 13 or 14
We
realistically.
don't have to say that one, though. We'll just say 12.
Yeah, we were older than we should have been.
Yeah.
To mess that up.
probably.
And then I remember also in that class, same guy, at double the shortening, pulled the smoothie off the blender.
Oh.
It went everywhere.
Do you remember in that class, actually, too, I forget who it was, but they had, like, the app on their
Yes.
phone to mess with the
I'm not going to
smart
say his name because
Yeah, we
I
don't
know,
need to put him on air.
it was a handful of people
Yeah.
that did it. I remember who it was, vaguely, very vividly remember who it was because
Yeah.
he would do it in every class.
Yeah.
And it got to the point they would start calling the IT guy down.
Yeah.
And I can't remember that teacher's name.
I don't either.
She's a very nice lady. She's older.
Yeah.
She's a very nice lady.
She was really nice. I don't know her name.
She put up with a lot with us in that class.
She did. I mean, she has to put up with a lot in, I'm sure, every class
You let a bunch of jackasses play with food. It's not going to end good.
around sharp objects.
Didn't we sew in that class too?
Have what?
Didn't we sew something in that class too?
I think so. Yeah, no, we definitely did.
I don't remember. It was a long
we
time
used a
ago.
sewing machine in that class.
Yes. That was 9 years ago.
Yeah, it feels like 9 years ago, but that still is weird to hear.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have a class together after that until first semester senior year.
What class was that? Was it like?
It was the class with the lesbian teacher.
All
Then-
right. So we're down to like 4. Was it like language arts? Or
Yes,
something?
it
Yeah.
was. I can't remember her name.
Oh, the short hair.
Yes.
I mean,
nice
I guess
lady.
lesbian, yeah.
She was a nice lady. I can't remember her name though.
Oh, Miss Steve.
That's yes,
Yeah.
that's it. That was an interesting class.
Yeah, she was cool though.
Yeah, I remember working a lot during that class, and I would text you like the day before a big assignment was due. What's this about?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That was bad.
Yeah.
I think I got a B. I think I got a B.
Did you take it for college credit?
No.
I didn't either.
Oh God, no. Maybe if I did, I'd be
Should've.
graduated by
yeah,
now.
I'm like, maybe
Yeah,
you should
like,
have.
That would have knocked out one of your CC credits, probably.
Yeah, probably. I don't think this got recorded, but we were in the same grade. Teddy graduated college already. I have another year, and we should have both been graduated by now.
Right.
But I got screwed by some advisors that didn't make me take enough classes.
Jack's a little slow. You're
Thanks.
not telling the truth
Thanks.
about the advisors.
That's the answer I'm going with.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I you know what though? You know, in high school I didn't get very good grades.
Yeah.
Like I was B's and C's. I had a 2.9 GPA.
Just get degrees, man.
At Lindenwood, I have a 3.92 GPA.
What?
Yeah,
392.
yeah.
Flex.
I've gotten one B, and it was an 88.9.
Dang. That hurts.
Fuck
But,
that
like,
guy.
Wait,
You know who it is. I can't say his name because he's got a little bit of power. at
is he
Lindenwood,
the
but
one with the
yes.
nickname?
Yes.
Okay, I know.
Yeah.
Is this teacher a little bit of a dick?
I'll tell you about him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about him afterwards.
I wonder.
There's an article on Daily Wire about him.
No way.
You know Ben Shapiro, Daily
I
Wire?
know that guy.
There's
Well,
a-
not personally, but I know of him.
There's an article on there about this guy.
Wow.
Yeah. We're not friends.
I think that tops my dick professor story. So there's a professor at Truman who was on the verge of getting fired, and so he's like asking around for like recs from students or whatever. And you guys have obviously heard of Rate My Professor.
What?
Rate My Professor, it's like a website.
You've
go.
never heard of
No,
that?
I haven't.
Whenever,
I don't get out much.
No,
It doesn't involve getting out.
no. You can sit here on the couch and Google it. But anytime I
Yeah, we're on a couch today. We're not in
Yeah.
those uncomfortable chairs.
anytime I sign up for classes, I go on there and Google all of the professors to make sure I get a good one.
Yeah, because it'll be like
Really?
any student can go on there and be like, yeah, I had this professor for this class, and they were like this for this class. And so this guy, like up until this was spring last year, where he was about to get fired.
What class was this?
This, I mean, a number of CS classes.
Okay. Computer science.
Computer science, yeah. But
MC, mass comm.
I think MC Hammer when I think MC.
Yeah. Well, I think it changed from mass comm to
To comm.
just comm.
You're in comm. I'm still in mass comm.
Oh, yeah. I forgot you.
They changed the
You
catalog
can't change it.
on us. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so you're obviously rated 1 through 5 stars, and this professor, over his like 3 or 4 years prior to now, had like a 1.4 average.
I'm gonna check
Like
this
he
out.
had like maybe 2 ratings
Oh my
above
God.
like a 3, and then all of a sudden in May of this past spring, there's like 5 or 6 5-star ratings all in a row, all in the same weekend.
Oh,
And-
you know he was doing
Uh-huh.
that himself.
What?
And this is this professor is a foreign professor, and so he
Okay.
doesn't have the best grammar. And so several of the reviews had like the consistent grammar mistakes that he makes in some of his mannerisms.
If he's gonna do something like that, download Grammarly.
Right.
Or like do autocorrect.
Yeah, like you can copy and paste into Grammarly for free, at least for the
Yeah.
little bit. Like, come on.
Like I have Grammarly check my papers for free.
Yeah,
Like you don't have to pay for it.
yeah.
Okay, I looked up my least favorite teacher at Lindenwood. We're not gonna say his name because if he's listening, he
Mr.
knows.
Smith.
He knows who he is if he's listening. It's not a secret. He
Yeah.
knows we don't get along.
Oh,
His rating is significantly higher than it should be.
Wait,
well,
can I see?
should check his ratings. Or
Oh
check
wait,
his-
how did that happen?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. It says 100% would take this class again. I've never met a person that
That-
would voluntarily take his class again.
Wait,
See, that's
okay.
a red flag right there.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
There's 3 people that said he was awful.
Must be outdated.
I've never had him as a teacher.
You're lucky, and you don't take his class either because
No, I purposely don't take his classes.
yeah, it's awful. He's awful.
If I didn't change the catalog I was in,
You would have had to take.
if I was still in mass comm, I would have had to take a lot of his classes. But I changed
No,
it.
it's just one in mass comm.
One?
Yeah,
Oh, that was the one
that's the one I got to be in.
that was that was the one I was gonna have to take. I was gonna take it this upcoming year.
It's not hard. He just grades bad in it. So,
I swear they're all just lazy.
so this guy, he made his own reviews.
Yes.
What did he do that was so bad? It was just bad teacher.
He was, well, he just wouldn't grade things until last week, and then would just be anal about grading
Yep.
things.
Oh, I know how that's how.
Yeah.
Show him the name.
Common theme.
I don't want to say his name on here. We have to edit it out.
We'll call him Jim. I don't believe Jim has a 100% take again.
I don't either.
No.
Because I could text 3 people right now and they'll be like, hell no, I'd never take his
I
class
mean,
again.
I
My
th-
blood pressure goes up when I think about this guy.
I think
I'm 100% serious. My blood pressure goes through the roof when I think
okay.
about this guy.
The 100% would take again is completely fake, but I think the difficulty level is
Yeah, that's
pretty
accurate.
3.5.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they can, if you're going to fake your reviews, you can also have a range. Like the guy at Truman, he had like, people that got like C's and like had rated it 5 out of 5 difficulty, still gave it 5 stars. And you'd have some people that were like rating it like 2 difficulty and like got B's.
Weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a thing. Let me look up our other favorite teacher.
Oh, she has to be on there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can't tell the one story about her on here.
No.
But she's
We
awesome.
can tell you that after.
Yeah,
It was a.
That was a fun thing. You actually know about it.
I
It
know
took a
about it.
few
Yeah.
hours out of my day.
I told you about it, and I think I said,
What? Who does? This is at Lindenwood?
yeah,
Okay.
she's not on here.
How is she not on there?
I don't know.
I didn't know if you're talking about some teacher situation at Eureka.
No, it's nothing bad. It's something, just a thing that happened.
Let's not talk about this
Yeah.
topic.
Okay.
Here, I'll show you. I'll text you.
So
but-
we're just going to text while the mic's here.
Yeah, we're gonna keep
Yeah,
talking, but I'm
we're
gonna tell
not
you this
gonna-
way. But yeah, so we've had a lot of interesting things with Lindenwood. Truman sounds like it's got the same problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told you about that.
Not that problem.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
tell you
you
about
did?
Well,
that.
no, you told me about that, but Truman doesn't have that problem.
Oh, well, that's not. I wouldn't call it a problem.
Well, hey, maybe it does, and you just don't know.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
So you played football there too.
I did, in fact.
And you graduated on time.
I did.
Well, how about that?
2 accomplishments.
I didn't do either.
Took bare minimum credit hours my last few years there.
Dang, how many credit hours were you taking in the semester?
12 typically.
And you still graduated on time?
Yeah. I mean, throw in the random 13 for a lab, but
How am I getting screwed over then?
I'm doing 18.
I came in with 20 from high school. So I came in a semester through AP.
Oh, I didn't take any. I was dumb.
Oh, well, I get.
What do you mean? Oh, you knew me.
Yeah, but I mean,
you know how hard I worked in high school. You had A class with me.
Yeah, and you could have taken it for college credit, and that would have been B would have passed.
I think I might have got a C actually.
I took one AP class. It was AP Gov, and you take the AP class, you're supposed to take the test, because if you don't, there's really no reason to take the class. I took the test, and they said, "Oh, you need a 3 or a 4 to get college credit." Really? I got 2.
Jeez.
So my parents paid $90 to take this test.
To get a 2?
Yeah,
that does
to
hurt.
get a 2. And I thought I did well. And then, of course, after the test, you're all on Twitter, talking about the AP test.
Who do you think took more AP classes in high school, me or Casey?
Oh, I don't know.
Considering you just said you didn't.
Yeah, Casey.
Casey took 1, and he dropped it halfway through.
He dropped the AP.
Did he know it was weighted at least for high school?
I doubt it. He didn't like the class.
Oh.
It was AP Geography.
That sounds fun.
It was a one-time thing, and it wasn't the kind of geography he wanted.
What geography did he
He wanted maps and stuff.
Oh.
And it was more like cultures and stuff.
Oh.
But you can see very easily how that goes downhill.
Wait, was it human geography?
Yeah.
It probably was.
Okay, human geography is different from just geography.
Yeah, I would have been fooled by that too.
Yeah, geography. I think it was just AP Geography. I don't know. I didn't know him at the time, so
yeah,
that's how long ago that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're one of the few I've known longer than Casey.
Yeah.
You and Brendan are about the only 2 I still talk to that I've known longer than him.
Maybe Wilson.
Well, they don't count.
Yeah, I guess.
They don't count. So let's talk about football.
All right.
You were running back in high school.
I was indeed.
I remember you were good, and you never got to play.
There were some
So you did not get to play. You didn't get to play as much as you should have.
Yeah, I think that's a better way to put it.
And what didn't make any sense is they ran you as the speed guy, and you were the power guy.
Yeah.
And the guy they ran as the power guy was the speed guy.
Yeah. It was
that happened, right?
It was pretty flip-flopped, especially in that respect, junior year.
That's the year I'm talking about.
Yeah. And then...
Because you were bitter about that for 3 years.
Well, I was... But senior year was the one that they... Coming off the ACL, they were being all weird about playing time.
Oh, I forgot. You hurt your ACL?
Yeah, I tore my ACL end of junior year.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
That's one of the worst injuries you can get.
Well, that was also around the time I moved.
Yeah.
After I moved, so I didn't see you very often.
Yeah, I
mean, we were outside all the time growing up until really high school.
Right.
We were always outside.
Yeah, I didn't see you very often at that point, but yeah, it was the district championship versus Kirkwood.
Oh, I remember that game.
First quarter.
I remember that game vividly.
Yeah. I don't think we didn't do too hot.
No.
Well, we scored 14 in the first quarter, and then we didn't score.
The same thing happened against CBC the one year, too. The year before.
Don't compare that Kirkwood team to CBC. They don't deserve that.
No, I'm saying the same thing happened. You scored 14 in the first, and after that,
No, that CBC game.
That was painful.
That was worse. The CBC game was worse.
That game was painful.
That was bad.
You guys were such a good team that year, too.
Yeah.
That team had every chance to win at all, and then everything just went downhill at the end.
Yeah, I mean, that CBC team, if you look back.
The quarterback got hurt at Eureka. Tyler got hurt.
No, he got pulled.
He got pulled?
Yeah. I don't think he got hurt.
I think he got hurt. Because I remember Hassan taking all the snaps.
That was by design.
That was stupid.
Tyler was at receiver. That was Wildcat.
It was stupid.
That was what Mr. Coach Sumner drew up
Yeah.
for our big thing for the week.
Yeah, we're name dropping.
Well, he's the head coach at the time. Anyone can look up when Eureka
that's
played
true.
CBC.
That's true. That was. I remember.
You can assign whatever you want to say about the scheme. It worked.
From my perspective in the marching band at the time, it looked like they pulled. It looked like Tyler got hurt.
No,
because the other guy came in. The kid. He's at Lindenwood now.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. He's
Carter
Lindenwood.
Davis.
Carter. Yeah, Carter was playing quarterback that game.
He didn't come. Carter didn't come in until the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that was Tyler threw a pick six.
Yeah.
And then Carter came in.
Tyler had a little bit of a temper too.
Tyler was cool.
No, I'm just saying he had a temper, so I could see him getting in trouble.
No, I think he's just a competitive guy. You know.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
It
Absolutely.
happens.
I knew him when he played baseball more. When I kept score the one year. He's a good guy.
He's cool. He was really good at safety the following year.
He played safety?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I remember Hassan playing both ways. Hassan's the backup running back on the Titans now. Hassan Haskins.
For reference for those listening.
Yeah. He was a monster in high school.
Yeah, I mean, when you go, he went to Michigan. For those that don't remember,
and set the all-time rushing record.
And he was that running back that scored those, 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns against Ohio State.
First game beating Ohio State in 2 decades. Yeah, he was
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they hadn't beat him in like 2 decades or so.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Hassan was a freaking monster in high school,
and he was my backup on kickoff return my sophomore year.
What?
Yeah.
Explain that one.
Well, they didn't want Hassan getting hurt.
Well, obviously,
who do you put back there? But a guy that you don't mind getting hurt.
Apparently you were the punching bag out there.
Yeah.
So what happened to your ACL? I didn't know. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I was making like a generic cut, like a standard cut, and it just tore. The field, it was like a wet day, so something to do with that. I also have theories about, there's a lot of people that tend to get hurt on the kind of turf they have at Eureka. There's a lot of ACL.
It's like MetLife.
Well, it's like the cork stuff. Like, it's not your standard, like, rubber turf. And it seemed like between all the sports at Eureka and the disproportionate amounts of people got injured on...
Didn't that blow out Zach's knee, too?
Zach's knee. There was Boyer's knee that was, like, 2 or 3 weeks before mine.
Cam Boyer? What was that his name? Cam Boyer?
Andrew Boyer.
Andrew Boyer.
Yeah.
I thought about it.
I've had to think about his first name because I just call him Boyer.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Cool guy.
I don't know if I even know him. I just heard the name.
Yeah, he was a grade above us.
Okay. Oh, he was a lineman, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. That line was really good, too.
Mm-hmm.
They had an all-state line, didn't they?
Yeah. Eureka's had some crazy lines over the years, man.
Well, isn't Josh at Arizona?
Yeah, he's going to be a 4-year starter there.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he going pro?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but, I mean...
We also grew up... He lived down the street from us growing up, too.
Right.
We had an athletic neighborhood. Then there was me.
Really?
You were the one that dragged it down.
Yeah, I mean, someone's going to balance the average.
There was somebody else, too, that... I don't remember, that lived farther down.
Taggart.
Oh, yeah. He did live over there. He was a superstar tight end.
Yeah, in basketball. Now he's just basketball at... Or I guess he's probably done with basketball by now.
A year older than us.
Yeah, at Carbondale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then he transferred because he was 2-sport at Carbondale, and then he transferred.
Was he better at basketball than he was at football?
No, he was better at football.
He was a great tight end.
He was.
He was huge.
Yeah, I remember him hurdling someone standing. They were standing up. He hurdled them just for shits because he could, and that was a penalty.
That's a penalty?
It's a penalty in high school.
What?
In high school football in Missouri, it's a penalty.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it cost us 15 yards, so it was then 1st and 25.
So that's 3 college football players that grew up in the same neighborhood that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yep.
I think there was somebody down on the far end, too. But I can't remember who. There was a hockey player down there.
Huerman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing college hockey.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. I just assumed he was. He was good.
I have no idea. I haven't checked.
I haven't thought about him since the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
And then somebody played lacrosse. That was pretty good. But I don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some good athletes in that neighborhood growing up.
There was a disproportionate number.
Yeah.
considering
Will was
neighborhood-
good too.
The neighborhood's of like 100 houses for reference.
It's not a big neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, Will played football and rugby. He was good.
Yeah.
My brother. Brendan played soccer one year.
And then his cardio fitness went downhill.
He's in good shape now.
That.
He's in great shape now.
Test him on cardio.
His cardio is better than mine, but
He just does curls.
no, he does all kinds of stuff.
Oh, does he?
I've gone.
Well,
with him.
yeah, I'm sure he does, but like
I've worked out with him a couple times.
he's an odd one in the gym, and he'll tell you this too. He can fly more than he can bench.
Yes, he can.
Which is really odd for anyone that's familiar with flying or benching.
Yeah, I saw him do it. It was like I was gassed out. I was like, okay, whatever. I just started working out again for the first time in probably 10 years.
Yeah.
And I've just been doing cardio so far, but it's been rough.
Yeah,
because it's off the couch, really, if you think about it. I haven't done anything in almost since I used to rock climb, and that was 4 years ago.
That was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're old, dude.
Yeah, I was 18 when I was rock climbing.
Huh.
Doesn't seem like that. You ever rock climb?
No, I haven't.
That's something when I live on campus we're gonna do at least a couple times. There's a gym
Just like on the buildings.
2 minutes from.
Yeah, let's climb up the water tower.
There's a rock climbing gym like 2 minutes from Lindenwood.
We gotta go then.
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said.
Okay. Let's do it.
It's fun.
I want to do it.
It's fun.
Do they do the like harness?
I don't
thing?
do harnesses.
Or is it just like
You just free ball it.
Well, they have bouldering. It's designed for no harness. They got a 6-foot mat on there.
okay?
You've been to Upper Limits before, haven't you?
Yeah, like once.
With me.
Yeah, like once.
And, there's no harnesses?
Yeah.
And you just fall on your back?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too high.
Yeah, that's what I like to do. I don't like harnesses because, I don't know. I trust myself more than I trust the rope.
Okay. I don't know. I'll do either one, harness or not.
We're definitely going to have to do that at some point.
Oh yeah.
You don't live far from there.
I don't.
How far are you from Lindenwood?
6 minutes, maybe?
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
You're right.
Right off 94.
Okay. Yeah.
Between 94 and 364
What would you take to get here? 364?
to 141.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart man.
I'm not going 70 and 270.
Smart man. I've taken 270 and 70 once.
Yeah, no.
And it was at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It was fine. But I've done it a couple times. If I'm running late, like really late, and it's 9 o'clock, and I know I can get on that road faster,
Yeah.
9 o'clock, it's fine. 8, no chance.
I typically am going against traffic since my work's in Wentzville. So I will take it sometimes just to be like, imagine going towards the city right now. That would suck.
it's rough. 270 is almost awful always.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's after 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
After
Or-
7 o'clock.
Or
it's
before
fine.
like 6 a.m. According to Wilson, it's just a racetrack, and it's how fast can your car go?
Yeah.
I was going to say, who other than my brother is on 270? My brother and my dad.
Yeah.
When
Those are
they're
the
going
ones I've heard
to
of.
Rock Solid.
Yeah.
But one of the few times I took 270, I was with my old band and we played a gig, and it ended around 3-ish. So
In the morning?
No. 3 p.m. Oh my god.
That's where my mind goes.
No.
I mean,
A band playing, I would assume it's at
No,
night.
it
wouldn't
was
you?
a like early morning kind of like afternoon gig, and I had to take 270 back to Lindenwood from I forgot where it was, but it was like 30 minutes away from Lindenwood, so I drove all
That's
the way
not fun.
down, but had to drive up on a weekend. And I was like, okay.
The weekends aren't terrible.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a weekend, like midday. People are.
That's probably the worst time.
Yeah, I was like,
Saturday at 3.
Yeah, I was like, hopefully it's not too bad. No, I was in traffic for about an hour.
lovely.
It took me an hour to get to school one day.
Dude.
You know the lights at 141 in Fenton?
Yeah.
The far one, right past Bobby's place,
Okay.
was out at 8:15 in the morning.
And everyone's just shitting bricks.
Yep.
Nice.
It took over an hour. I left the house at 8:02. I got to school at 9:10.
Bro.
Funny thing was, I still beat the teacher.
Dude.
Oh, I know which
You know
teacher
what I'm
now.
talking about.
Yeah.
That makes me mad when teachers are like a little mad. It's like, you're getting paid for this right now.
This is one of my favorite
Yeah.
teachers I've ever had, ever.
Yeah.
And I wasn't that upset that
Yeah.
No,
Teacher was
like
10 minutes late all the time.
it's kind of a usual thing.
It's you
I
expect
guess if
it.
it's at least usual, then it's like whatever.
Yeah.
She got little kids.
Yeah.
Well, and also, like, you had the like, what was it, 2 or 3 hour class?
Yeah, it was,
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like,
we had 2 classes with an hour break in between,
Okay. Yeah.
and it was like a news class. Like we would do a literal news show.
yeah. So
Apparently, I was all in the graduation video. The show
graduation
the show
video.
off the
You're not even graduating.
I know.
Yeah.
To show off like the arts and humanities side of school, I'm like the star of it.
Stolen valor.
And you didn't know?
I had no idea.
No one told you?
Yeah, I was told I was my coworker said she saw me in front of the green screen and doing a couple other things. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Does she go to Lindenwood?
Yeah. Yeah, she just graduated. One of my coworkers.
Did they only play it at graduation?
I think so.
Oh, wait.
But
okay,
I'm like,
that's weird.
I'm like the star of it because I should be graduating.
You're finally famous.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why they played it?
No, I think it was because I was on camera literally every week.
They had no other footage.
There was 3 newscasts out of 12 that I wasn't on.
Yeah. I mean, you sound like the main attraction.
Yeah, it got to that point, and I still wasn't great at it. It's hard to read off a teleprompter,
That's why I'm kind of...
especially
What
with
Joseph Biden says. I
Wait,
don't know if you
okay.
want to be compared to him.
I'd rather not.
Can we get a little bit political?
No,
Oh.
I don't know.
afterwards.
No, I was going to talk
Afterwards.
about the video of him that came out today.
What? I didn't see it.
It looks like he was... So, we're recording this before it comes out, but it was the anniversary of D-Day.
Yeah.
Like 80
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was at the ceremony in France.
Oh God.
No.
And do you know which video?
I don't, but
Oh.
I just
Scared.
Okay,
feel where this is
he's
potentially going.
he's on like a stage with, is it the Prime Minister of France?
Yeah.
You took.
Okay.
Or no, it's the
I don't know. You took
President
French
of
for
France,
6
Prime
years.
Minister of the UK.
I don't know what kind of
You took
government
French
they
for
have.
6 years.
I think I did. My boss is French.
I don't know.
should know
Okay.
this.
I don't know what
Not
kind
important.
I don't know what the leader of
Head of
France.
state.
Sure, the boss.
the
Yeah.
boss. But they're
Yeah,
on
honcho.
stage, and Biden kind of does like the toddler stance for like, I'm shitting my pants. He kind of like leans over and like crouches.
Oh.
Eventually, this is like mid ceremony.
Oh no.
He crouches and like leans over, kind of like the toddler, shit my pants. Joe Biden, his wife, had to walk him off stage, and
No.
everyone,
No way.
No.
everyone on Twitter now is like, did he just shit his pants? Like actually, like I know it's a joke because like he's old,
Right.
but now
But at
the
some point,
video
it's
is
not a
like,
joke.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, this might actually be kind of real if you see the video.
That's as political as we're ever gonna get on this show. Is Joe Biden shitting himself?
Yeah,
That and Jack for President 2040.
yeah.
Whatever.
Let's go.
You're of age.
Yeah, should be of age then.
35.
Yeah.
You're
2036.
I'm doing the math in my head.
There's a girl at Lindenwood that wants to run for president in 2040.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least she'll be younger than him.
What?
Than Joseph.
Yeah. All right, let's move away from this. So somehow we were talking about football.
We indeed. Well, at one point, yeah.
We started talking about 270.
Like 20
And
minutes
that
ago.
obviously segues into shitting your pants
Obviously.
in Normandy.
You're welcome.
Do you see how the one episode went 4.5 hours?
No.
Off of that one conversation, that was 20 minutes.
Huh. Wow.
Felt like 2, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time goes fast on these.
It does.
So yeah, let's go back to this. You played running back. You were the power guy. We were talking about where we're at. Kirkwood, Hassan.
Yeah.
Those are the highlights. The athletic neighborhood. That's how we did it. Athletic neighborhood, and it turned
Yeah.
into 270. Okay. But let's talk about that though. High school, we didn't have the. Eureka didn't have the greatest coach, and
Well-
his play wise didn't have the greatest coach.
I mean,
He's a nice guy.
yeah, super nice guy. I mean,
His wife was a good math teacher.
yeah, she's nice too. I never had her. I just heard she was nice.
She was very nice.
But yeah,
They're very different people.
opposites attract apparently.
They're very opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it always comes down to the head coach, obviously, when you're going to talk about what went wrong.
Right.
I mean, not going to pick apart stuff, but, like, obviously...
Same thing happened to the Lions this year.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell,
I don't know, but you could argue that
he did that all year.
he did that all year and they might not be there.
Yeah.
If he didn't do that. So like,
I don't blame Dan Campbell at all for that loss.
No. Like at some point, like if the players just made it work, you win.
Catch the ball.
Right.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. You can't even pin a game loss on a drive because there was
so many other
15
options.
other ones.
Right. So why were you the speed guy? You're fast. You've always been fast, but you weren't faster than the other guy.
Jalen was a different kind of fast.
He's crazy fast.
He was fast.
He was a sprinter.
Yeah.
You were not a sprinter.
I was a sprinter, but I
quick.
I like to do it over hurdles.
Right. You were. Yeah.
So everyone else had obstacles.
You had the power legs.
Yeah.
And you were like I said. You were fast. You were always the fastest kid in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But you weren't Jalen fast, and that's not an insult at all.
No.
Jalen was just a freak of nature.
Right.
I smashed his hand one time in band class.
Yeah, he smashed his hand on my helmet one time.
He poked me in the side, give me a jump,
Yeah.
and I jumped back and I smashed my elbow into the chair.
Man.
This is 7th grade.
Yeah.
I got him pretty good.
I don't think he liked that.
Well, he did it to himself.
I think you did it to him.
He hit me first.
Well, you hit
Anyway,
me second.
so Jalen's freaking nature. Why were you the speed guy? And he was a little skinny guy.
Yeah, I mean, both of us were. I was maybe 155 at the time, and he was 140.
Yeah, he was tiny. Neither one of you guys are very big.
No.
And for a running back, you're both undersized for a running back.
We were both easily the 2 smallest running backs in conference, district, whatever you pick.
And you both could have been all conference.
Yes.
You should have been. I remember. That's what I was saying you were bitter about. Because I remember you brought it up like a year later.
Yeah,
and
I
how
mean,
you weren't all conference.
You think
and your
if you
numbers
average like 7 yards a carry, you can get all conference. But apparently
you averaged more yards than he did.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it was on less drives, but
yeah,
still.
He had more total yards. But regardless, we both were really effective. We both should have been something all conference.
You guys were. It was a good duo.
Yeah.
One's not as good without the other.
Right.
And you had a crazy offensive line.
Yeah.
That helped. You had a decent quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, Carter was good.
He was. I mean, there was quarterbacks before him that were really good.
Yeah.
He was solid. I'm not saying he was bad.
Yeah.
He does go to Lindenwood, so I got to watch what I say here.
Carter could sling it.
But he was
That's
good.
For sure. Yeah.
We have had his teammates on. We've had his center on the podcast.
Yeah, you better watch out. He'll come back.
What?
That center, he'll come back and get you.
Yeah, he likes me.
Yeah.
At least I think he does.
Shit on his quarterback.
I didn't say anything bad.
Uh-huh.
I just don't remember him being amazing.
Don't try and bag it up now.
compare the team the year before when you had like 7 D1 players and Hassan. That's what I'm talking about is amazing.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be hard to follow up for any high school program,
right?
Unless you're a private school.
And Tyler was really good.
Yeah.
And
I think
before that was who? Michael Orso.
Yeah.
And he almost died on the field.
Not on the field necessarily, but yes, almost died.
Yeah, didn't he rupture his spleen or something?
Yes, he did.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he.
You know him, I don't. So
I don't really know him that well, but he was. It was either during that we had a game against Marquette, my freshman year, where it got thunderstormed out or whatever you want to call it.
Thunderstormed out.
Yeah, I mean it's not rained out, but like
lightninged out.
Lightninged out, yeah. And it was like in the third quarter, so we had to resume the next day on Saturday. So it was either that he took a shot in that game, on that Saturday game, or when he was like jokingly diving into the end zone during practice, the next practice. But that night, his spleen like ruptured.
He was sleeping, wasn't
he? Yeah, and he had to like be rushed to the hospital, and it was like bad.
That's scary.
Obviously, very bad. He survived, but
thankfully,
yeah, he
didn't play after that, did he?
No, that was it for sports for him.
He's retired.
Yeah, he didn't really get a choice in that.
Was he really? I don't remember how good he was.
He was pretty good. I have no idea about college for him because I didn't know him that well, but he was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't remember that. That was so long ago.
Yeah,
and I didn't play. I was at all the games in the marching band.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You know there was one person in marching band and on the football team?
I do. Can't remember her name.
Hunter Mulholland.
Yep, that's right.
And then I think Chris Sherman did both too.
How do they do both?
Well,
your boyfriend did both.
Yeah, but he got moved up and could only do football.
Oh.
Yeah, they would run out there at halftime. So, like, while our coaches are talking to us in the locker room, they run out into the field, throw in their tuba or whatever their instrument is.
Chris played trumpet, Hunter played baritone.
Yeah, they just run out there and start marching with the band on the field, and then run
In
back
uniform.
to the locker room.
They'd stand out like a sore thumb because everybody's got these goofy uniforms. You know how the band uniforms are. And then you see a football player in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't think my high school had any of those. It was like the kind of like the 80s movies where you had like the band kids and then you had the football players. Like complete opposite.
There was very little. Oh, I was friends with a lot of you guys, but I was not part of the football guys.
Yeah.
Like I was, I don't want to say friends, but I got along with everybody. They all liked me.
Yeah.
They all would talk about stuff with me.
Yeah, I think
but I was not part of
the doing band and football was a bit of an anomaly.
Yeah.
That
There was-
was unique to Eureka, but there was
they made it the way it was structured. Band was structured. The guy that was in charge, he made it so you could do both. He would go out of his way to make sure you could still play sports and do band.
Well, that's cool.
The more I didn't like him really in high school. The more I think about him, the more respect I have for him.
Yeah.
Because that man worked his ass off.
All I remember
Because
is
he's gone now, and it's way different.
all I remember is him getting mad at us for still practicing football during our practice time.
Which time?
A
happened all
lot of times.
That happens all the time.
We'd still be on the field practicing, and he'd be like, "Why are you still here?
It's
We
6
have
o'clock."
the field." And we're like, "No, you don't. We're playing football on this field."
We had the field at 6 o'clock on Thursdays.
Yeah.
It sucked because it was always hot.
Yeah.
And then if it wasn't hot, it was 4 degrees outside.
Right, because it's nighttime then.
Because it's St. Louis weather.
Yeah.
It would be 102 or it'd be 6. There was no in between.
Yeah.
On the night at 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock practice. You never had 8 o'clock practices, but you had morning practices. So you know how the morning practices were. You're outside.
Chilly.
It's either it's hotter than hell or it's cold.
Typically, it's just cold in the morning. More often.
That's
than not.
true. Yeah, that's true. We would start at 6 though, so some days it would be 75 at the start and 40 by the end.
Yeah. Get a decent little temperature swing there.
Yeah, that was marching band. We didn't really talk much about us being marching band at all. You weren't, but me and Ben were.
I wasn't, no.
Ben has some cool stories he never told on here, but
Oh, yeah.
that's how I met Casey. Was
Yeah,
marching
you
band.
guys were in band
Yeah,
together.
which is crazy.
Is Casey like Casey's Pizza? I need to know.
You've met him.
I know. He's
No,
not
he's
here to
Casey
ask.
like Weiss Heating and Cooling.
No, I'm asking if he likes their pizza.
He's a truck
doesn't?
driver. He's a truck driver.
That's just all I think of when I hear his name.
He's a trucker. Of
Casey's
course he
Pizza.
likes pizza.
Well, I don't know what's his favorite pizza.
I don't know.
Okay.
He's not here today.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, since you mentioned food, we'll get back to football.
Oh dear.
This little segment we call Taste of the 314,
Okay.
where we talk about St. Louis foods.
You mean Emo's knockoff pizza?
Emo's is great, first off, child. Emo's is great just because of the weird-ass stuff you have up in Pittsburgh.
We don't eat crackers there, sir.
How dare you?
Emo's is great. Cecil Whitaker's is better, though.
Whose?
Cecil Whitaker.
Never been there.
It's good. It's cheaper.
Okay, deal.
So, I'm going to give you 5 St. Louis foods.
Me.
Yes.
Shoot.
You're not going to eat them, but I'm going to say 5 names, and you're going to blind rank these foods.
So I don't get to eat the food?
No, we don't have any food.
We don't have a budget.
You've had gooey butter cookies before, so you don't get those.
As of now, with the money Jack spent, we have a negative dollar
I think
budget.
we're about negative 300 at this point.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So,
Am I ranking them against each other?
yeah, you're going to blind rank them. So I'm going to tell you 1, you tell me where you want to put it 1 through 5, and then I'm going to give you another one.
Oh, so you're going to try to screw me by putting the best one at the end?
I might.
Okay.
You can reorganize it
At
at
the
the
end.
very,
Okay.
But
very end.
whatever your list is the list. So we're going to start with pork steak.
2,
2's good. You made a face like you don't like it.
4. I thought 5 would be good.
No, 5.
Okay,
5 stars on a
one
restaurant.
One is the
the
best.
best. 5 is
You're ranking them 1 to
least
5.
favorite.
This should be clarified beforehand.
It's
But
common sense, but
do you, when you go to a good restaurant, do you
He
say
played
that was a
football, he got
5-star
hit in the head a little
restaurant?
too hard a couple
Or do you say
times.
that was a 1-star restaurant if it was good?
Hey, we reversed it, okay?
we do it different here. Any blind ranking game, 1 is the best, 5 is the worst. So
Okay.
you're not a fan of pork
Sorry,
steak.
I'm fresh to the blind ranking game.
All right. How about toasted ravioli? I know you like toasted
I
ravioli.
do. I just don't know. I'll put them at 1.
Okay.
Because I don't know what else St. Louis has for me to put at 1.
Okay. How about Emo's style pizza? St. Louis style pizza. Emo's, Cecil Whitaker's. Is that
3.
5? 3? Okay.
3.
I thought you were gonna say 5. On
No, I I don't mind them that much, but like I'm not gonna choose them.
How about gooey butter?
You know, this will be a hot take for a lot of St. Louis.
Boy, I'm gonna kill you.
No.
But
Hold on. What is the logo of our show?
A gooey butter cookie.
are you guys on TikTok? Is that the
Yeah,
on TikTok?
that's us. I'm in most of the videos.
Well, I haven't clicked on it, but
Oh, you see the
I
account?
see the account and it's in my contacts.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's
like,
me.
who the hell
Oh,
has
okay.
a gooey butter cookie profile?
That's us.
Yeah, it's
So you've seen us.
yeah.
Yay, because
I'm not putting gooey butter at 2, so you can infer where I'm putting that then.
5.
You fool.
Well, maybe we can move a pork steak depending on what's 2.
We have 3 TikToks of people trying gooey butter for the first time.
Really?
That's like our thing. Gooey butter is
Yeah.
our bread and butter on this show.
Well, no, I thought it was gooey butter.
it's
Uh-huh.
no.
All right.
I heard that in my head before I said it.
Yep, don't say it. What's the last food? Maybe I'll rearrange.
So this last one we've gone back and forth on. We've changed it a few times. We used to do gooey butter cake and gooey butter cookies separately.
Okay.
I don't know if you've had this, but Ted Drew's.
Ted Drew's is really good. This is tough.
You have to put it at 2.
I'll have to put it at 2, but if I'm rearranging, pork steak will go to last.
That's insane.
Well, then you're gonna criticize me for putting gooey butter at last.
Gooey butter is
He's moving gooey butter up.
Yeah.
okay.
I think I'm gonna keep Ted Drew's at 2.
Okay. Toasted ravi's at 1.
Yeah, and I think I still like Emo's better than gooey.
Really?
Yeah.
You literally just called it cracker
It is a cracker. It is a cracker pizza.
with meat and cheese.
Yes.
It is, but it's good.
I mean, even JP's has.
You give me a
That kind of
beer,
pizza.
and I won't care.
Now, you're at this point you're a St. Louisan because you've been here for significantly longer.
Yeah, I
than,
think that's fair.
yeah. What would be the better one to put there? We do St. Louis style barbecue. We could
Okay.
do Ted Drew's, Gus's Pretzels, or Bud Select.
I'm a huge Bud Select guy, so
Are
I'm
you?
gonna be biased on
Okay.
that. Yeah,
But what's the most St. Louis of those things? Because Bud Select is only here.
it's only here.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Apparently,
I got it in-
Casey knew it.
Casey travels the world.
They sell
Yeah.
it in Kirksville.
That's the area.
Well, that's Missouri.
Oh, they only sell it like in Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gooey butter is only in St. Louis.
Yeah, I knew that.
I couldn't live without gooey butter. I'm on a diet right now, so
Yeah,
I
you
haven't.
showed me your gooey butter like alcohol.
I do. I have gooey butter rum.
Wait,
It's
what?
It's $15. You want a shot of it?
No, I gotta drive home.
One shot won't hurt you.
Yeah.
Also, I've said my
Do you have Bud
age on
Select?
this podcast. I don't need my.
I don't have Bud Select. I don't know. Let me look.
Oh,
Let's see
we're
what's in the
gonna crack
fridge.
can? Oh, we get two
Pause
minutes.
it if you're leaving.
I'm not. Go to the fridge right here.
Oh, the
Wait,
beer
you
fridge.
have it?
We got Sam Adams, Mick Ultra, Bush Apple, Mick Ultra, Smirnoff, Twisted Tea.
Surprise me.
I don't know how old these are.
I like. Okay,
Beer doesn't go bad.
the first time I met Jack, he always talked about JP's. I thought he was an alcoholic.
Oh, he is. Don't worry.
And he opened that fridge and only named alcohol.
That's not even my fridge. You should see my fridge in the other room.
Should we get some ASMR going of like me holding
Open
it next
it.
to the
Go for
mic?
it.
Yeah, tap on it. Get. There we go.
I don't know when that's from. Or
Jack, you
whose it is.
ruined it.
Oh, I did, didn't I? My bad on that. You're the first one to drink on this podcast.
I'm glad.
Yeah. We've talked about doing a drunk podcast.
That'd be fantastic as long as it was Bud Select.
And we could do it here. We could definitely do a drunk podcast here.
We could do it here.
You pass out on the couch, you pass out on the chair, and I got a recliner in my room.
Is Lindenwood a dry campus?
Well.
You can get if you're 21 and up, you can get a permit.
Oh, you can?
To have alcohol in your room, but to be honest,
yeah.
a lot of people don't do that. They just bring
Yeah.
it
Oh,
in.
maybe I'll do
I
that.
was
Just to,
gonna say,
I don't drink much,
imagine
but
asking for a permit to drink in like your recording area.
oh, there's no way in hell they'd let us drink down there.
No.
There's so
No.
much. So where the podcast is, there's 3 radio stations down there. There's the main one that I was on. There's the second one that's big in Norway and Germany, and then there was one she was on.
Which no one listens to.
The most they've ever had is 5 viewers on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
But
And that
oh
was
my!
opening day. It was Chad, Andrew, and 2 other people.
Probably my mom and uncle.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably who
The
it
week the
was.
station went up. But yeah, so we have 89.1 there, which is KCLC. That's like the actual radio station. Everything else is HD stations.
Okay.
So it's either online or like on an HD radio. And there's all that equipment down there. There's no way in hell they're letting us drink down there.
Yeah, I know.
Because I guarantee you, if I get drunk enough, I will get on air.
That'd be hilarious.
That's why I think.
And that's how I lose my radio license. That's how I lose my FCC license.
You have
That's
a
how-
license for the radio?
Yeah. Oh, it's FCC license.
it's a
But-
government
Yeah.
test you have to take.
Yeah. Then
Okay. I mean, I guess it
So
makes
it's,
sense. I just never thought about it.
it's basically don't cuss.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to regulate it somehow.
And you know what? Have you heard of the 7 words you can't say on TV or radio?
I've heard them, I'm sure.
Have you heard of this before?
No.
So there's actually only 2 words you can't say.
Are we going to say them here? Or is that
They both have been said on this episode so far.
Both.
Yeah. What are the 2 words you can't say?
Oh, okay.
Fuck
Okay.
and
Jack.
huh?
No.
Shit.
Shit?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Everything else, if it's in the right context, you can say it. If you're
No,
being
I-
vulgar, you can't.
So
Yeah.
what if I'm saying I took a shit? That's
It's
not
vulgar.
okay?
It's vulgar.
But I can, like, say my neighbor's bitch dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
It's
kinda
weird.
That's weird.
Or like there's a Rolling Stone song called "Bitch," and I can intro that.
But you couldn't talk about, like, any rap song that
Probably
ever existed.
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, the station I'm on, when I'm not on it, and it's just on, like, a ghost crew, so it's on automatic and just automatically play songs. A lot of it is rap. Like,
But it's
Drake,
censored.
Drake,
Yeah.
Cardi B, pretty much half the song
It's awful.
is just, like, bleeped out.
It's awful
Yeah.
music.
Well, it is Child Predators music.
Yeah. Drake?
True.
Yeah.
Drake's a child predator?
Yeah. Did
You didn't know about
the-
any of this?
No,
The diss tracks?
I don't know anything about those.
Yeah, dude.
Kendrick
Wanna
Lamar
fill me in?
and
Destroyed
Drake.
him.
I don't listen to either one of them.
I don't like
but
rap music.
I
But-
mean, I don't listen to either of them either, but I
I'm
heard
on
parts-
Kendrick's side.
I am on Kendrick's side, too.
What kind? Wait, hold on. What? I don't know anything about this. I know
Okay.
there's diss tracks. I don't care about these
I
guys.
feel like you know.
I
More
only
than I
what I
do.
know is from TikTok because I don't listen to
probably all she
them.
knows too is a TikTok.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't mind Drake.
Basically, they have beef. I don't remember where it stems from. I don't really know where it stems from, but so they're dropping diss tracks at each other, and Kendrick drops 2 of them, and then he calls like
What are we,
Drake's-
middle school with diss tracks here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
2016 diss track.
Yeah, 30-year-olds dropping diss tracks at each other, talking about people's
Kendrick is like 50.
No, he's not.
40.
Kendrick Lamar has been around a long time.
Sure, Drake's been around a long time. What's your point?
Kendrick's been around a lot longer.
Yeah. But anyway, so Kendrick drops a diss track and he calls out Drake for having like a daughter that he doesn't claim or whatever. And Drake's like, man, that's so fucked up. And then like it drops a diss track right back at him like the next day. Kendrick 20 minutes later drops a diss track with the cover of the track is Drake's mansion in Toronto with a bunch of the child predator markers on it. There's like 15 on his
What?
house. 15 on just his house. And like within 20 minutes of Drake dropping one defending like his family and like him, Kendrick like outs him for being a child predator.
That's insane.
And like, yeah.
Honestly, part of me thinks that's all a publicity stunt. With how quick it's all happening, because
Maybe.
I think the whole like beef thing started years ago.
Probably.
But now it's like happening all again. And the amount of time between the songs being released, they're either very angry at each other and like, can't the studio do this, all that, or they've had it for a while and their managers or agents, whoever, are just like, okay,
Make some money.
You're both dropping albums, make money, let's set this thing up.
I think they're different studios. And like
They're actually competing.
Like I think and I think a lot of the industry like has had beef with Drake, but Drake's been like the top guy.
Yeah.
For
Drake's
a
not that
while.
good.
Yeah, he's been like not doing as well in albums.
He used to call you on his cell phone.
late night.
That's like all the words I know.
I'm not finishing that.
I don't know the words.
Yeah, well, it would just sound oddly sexual to say back and forth, so I'm not going to do it.
Let's not continue it.
Also, might have one of the 3 words you can't say on our show.
No, not that part, but... Yeah.
We have 3 words, unlike the TV and the radio.
Oh, yeah.
What?
We can't talk about it on...
On podcasts?
Yeah, there's 3 words that I don't allow on my show.
Chicago Cubs. You a big Cardinals fan?
I mean, we do hate the Cubs here.
Yeah, but no, there's 3... We'll talk about it afterwards.
Fair enough.
You say it, you get hit. That's how it works, though.
Yeah, you can't reach me.
I can.
I got an easier way of getting around out than you do.
Yeah, and...
There's a lot of stuff in this room where we're at right now.
I know. I walked in and I thought, like, oh, maybe we were doing it, like, in Jack's bedroom.
Yeah, absolutely
and then
not.
I walked in and I'm like, this is a home
be
gym.
nice.
I was like,
Yeah,
no way
I'm
he
not even
lives
going to let
in
you
here.
see my room.
I'm like,
It's bad.
he
Yeah.
just started exercising. This is definitely not his bedroom
Got
with
some
a
big weights over there,
treadmill.
big boy.
They're not mine.
Yeah.
My mom's.
She curling that?
Apparently. I don't know.
Impressive.
What's a
There's
heaviest
a treadmill.
weight?
There's a treadmill in here. There's some weights. There's a TV. There's a fridge.
Elliptical.
Yeah.
Elliptical. I don't even know where that came from. What else we got?
Yoga
Here?
mat, yoga block.
Yeah, we got all kinds of
You
fun
got a
stuff in here.
TV?
Oh, yeah.
There's a TV right there.
Yeah, but where do you think I was looking?
I don't know.
Just looking
I
at
don't
the
know.
ceiling?
There's all kinds of weird stuff down there. There's a Peloton in here.
There is indeed.
Very fancy treadmill.
Can confirm.
All right.
Where were we?
I don't know.
God, I don't
All
know.
I know is I got a beer out of it.
You did get a beer out of it. You see how things happen here? When you asked you texted me earlier, what's the agenda, and I said we'll see.
Yeah, you said football and everything else.
Am I right so
Yeah,
far?
That's pretty accurate.
We usually come in with like one topic
And we have a
and
17.
we get sidetracked.
Like there was one the second episode we had a national champion shotgun shooter on the
Yeah.
first half. The second half was a recap of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
The recap of WrestleMania went 2.5, almost 2 hours.
I guess the ADHD helps with that.
I was
does. That's what we should have called it. Jack's ADHD.
Your pod? Or
something
Yeah.
with ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's most of it. I don't know. I like the name though. We don't know Jack.
Yeah.
It's kind of a spin off of the show I was on before.
Yeah. Playing words.
It made you learn to laugh.
Yeah, Learn liked it. Learn's big time around here. So
Sweet.
that's our best episode.
Do
like
you?
single day episode.
Actually,
Our numbers aren't great. They're low,
Okay.
but we're just starting. You know,
Right.
we're not famous. We don't have much social media following. We got 23 downloads in a day off
Okay.
of Learn's episode. The most we'd ever had before was like 9.
Sweet.
So she tripled us, and she mentioned us on the Rizzuto show.
I
yeah.
think you're not a math major.
The number 1 radio show in St. Louis mentioned us.
That's tough.
The game we played, the musician, guessed the band by the musician.
Yeah.
She's taking that on the show. She told us she liked it, was going to use it. She mentioned she didn't say her name, did she?
No.
What did
But
she say?
she said, I should have sent you the sound clip, but
I was listening to the episode. I'm only like an hour into it
okay,
though.
yeah, it's like I think hour and a half into.
Okay, I'm getting close to that then.
But she said she was on a podcast with Lindenwood students.
That's us.
And she
Hey.
mentioned the game and said that they should use it for the show and have people call in and try and guess.
It's. You thought it was easy. I thought it was hard. Are you good at guessing musician? You know,
Absolutely not.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Well, if it was like
These
a
are pretty
ma-
famous bands.
if it was a major in
More than me.
college, I would be graduated by now. Like,
Of band members.
oh yeah.
I don't know.
Anything with like rock or metal music, I nerd out with.
Can you even? What's your favorite band?
I don't know.
What do you listen to? Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
What?
You listen to
What?
audio book of Rich Dad,
No,
Poor Dad in the
I
car.
don't listen to audiobooks.
You used to.
I tend to listen to it on road trips with my family in middle school. Yes, we listened to audiobooks.
That's not even what I was thinking of.
You're thinking of Wilson listened to Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
I
It's one of
gave
you
him-
guys.
I
I
gave
don't
him
know.
the physical book, and he listened to the audiobook.
That sounds like him. That sounds like him. He drives a lot.
He drives an absurd amount.
Not anymore, thankfully.
Not anymore as of 2 weeks ago.
He started like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
He would drive to Kentucky every
Why?
weekend.
Every Sunday night and back every like Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, and he was doing it from Tennessee too.
Yep.
He would drive to Tennessee and back.
I really don't blame him for his roommates though.
Were they that bad?
Dude.
Did you go down there?
No, but
They kept putting holes in the wall. I know.
It like looked like a war zone from the pictures I got.
Why does he travel?
He went to lineman school in Tennessee, down by Nashville.
Okay.
And his roommates were some idiots.
Did he move out?
Well, the school's only like a semester long, so he's done with it.
Okay.
But like you just get assigned roommates because
He liked him at first,
for the first week.
and then they all got hammered every night.
They got hammered the first weekend and put holes in the wall. And
A bunch of holes in the wall.
And it was like, haha, that's funny. Let's not do that again. And then they're like, no, haha, it was really funny. Let's do it again. And they start kicking down doors, putting heads. They like headbutted the wall to put their head through
God.
it without checking if there's a stud there. And they just got lucky that there wasn't a stud there.
I didn't know this. He doesn't tell me much.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Just not good. They played darts against his door because they had beef with him because he was like never there and he was the one telling them not to put holes through walls. So they had beef with him. So they'd play darts, just throwing it at his door so he couldn't sleep.
It's horrible.
Dude.
They would just throw darts up in the ceiling and just stick them there, just leave them.
Okay.
That's so stupid. It's funny
Well, like
because I wasn't living there. Will, I'm sorry, buddy. That happened to you.
It was
But
crazy. The landlord, Wilson, forgot to give the key back at the end. And the landlord calls him, and he's like, oh, shoot, sorry. Like, I forgot to give you the key. And she's like, yeah, when did you lose your key? And he's like, what do you mean? I have it still. And she's like, yeah, well, I can see that you broke into your window. Like, they took out the screen of his window, and she could tell, like, someone tried to break into it. He's like, because there was, like, a little thing to step up right there.
right.
And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But apparently, they were trying to get into his room one of the nights that he wasn't there to, like, fuck with it. Like,
What?
Yeah, they tried to break into his window.
These are a bunch of kids too.
They're, all 18-year-olds fresh out of high school.
How did they move out that quickly? Like, out of their parents' house?
It was something with the school.
That was like
But the housing was through the school, wasn't it?
Yeah. The school, like, set them up with, like, landlords and stuff.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know they played darts. They were just throwing darts at his
They
door.
would just throw darts at the door.
No board or anything.
There might have been a board, but they'd purposely miss.
That's horrible.
Like, I don't...
That's like something in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
This is my brother.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
This is my brother.
There was so much more. Like, they had...
One day we'll get him on here.
Oh, please do.
You would like him.
It was... So I saw him, like, maybe 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks after he moved in. Yeah, maybe it was 2 weeks. They had more holes in the wall at that point than they did days in the place. And we're at the 2 week mark. So we're 14 days in.
Did you go down there?
No. I saw him either, like...
Hey, how come I was never invited to Kirksville?
I don't know.
4 years. Will and Brendan went down there like once a month. I was never once invited.
Brendan went more often.
Did he really?
Well, Wilson wasn't allowed by your father.
Oh, we don't need to talk about that.
Period of time.
We don't need to talk about that. That's a whole other...
Is
Fair
it
enough.
true that Kirksville has, like, nothing around it?
It's very true, but we also have
Rednecks and hillbillies.
$10 all you can drink.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
How do they make money?
A lot of people go.
What's the cover to get in?
0.
They should have a cover.
0 cover.
You ever been to a bar with a cover?
Unfortunately.
I've not. I thought there's a bar that has a cover by Lindenwood Q. We're going to go there sometime.
Okay.
When I'm living out there. We're going to go there. It's like a club type place.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a cover. If you get there at 8:45, there's no cover. Cover starts at 9.
I want to go to the honky tonk.
I'd rather go there than Q's not my kind of place, but it's
Like Nashville?
no. There's
Yeah,
a bar called there's
no.
there's a bar on, you know Main Street, St. Charles.
Yeah.
How far do you live from there? 10 minutes?
Closer, but yeah.
Oh, closer. Okay, so you're right there then.
Yeah. Not walking distance, but under 10.
Okay. Yeah, there's Q bar. There's Honky Tonk. There's Tony's. There's Llewellyn's. There's like 5 bars on Main
I
Street.
haven't been anywhere there yet.
You can check them out. You've only lived there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. and I was on vacation for one of those.
Yeah.
So I've been there a week. Maybe.
Right. There's a lot of places down there, and we're gonna have a lot of good times there when I start living out there. If you're that close,
yeah, it's gonna hurt to not be able to just hand the bartender $10.
yeah, they're like $5. I don't know how much beer is, but like Long Island's are like $5 there.
I'll be 21 too.
We're gonna have a good time then.
So I can go.
I don't know if Casey's gonna follow. He says when you turn 21, we're going to the casino.
Oh, that is like my mom's plan. Like the day after I turn 21.
Okay, we'll take your day off.
No, I don't think they allow you
Yeah,
to
they
go
do.
day of. Do they?
You've been to a casino, right?
I have, but like not the one here.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it had to be like the day after to make sure you
Maybe
were 21.
that's possible.
But
Maybe you're right.
My mom, brother, and my brother's friend are like all invited. And it was my mom's idea. She's like, I want to take you to the casino. She's like, take $20.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go gamble, like play slots. I'm like, I don't know how to do any of this.
The first
You're
time-
teaching me.
You can't be any worse than my roommate.
Are they a gambling addict?
I'd say so.
He is?
One of my roommates. I don't know. You don't know him. I
Okay,
guess.
I was thinking of your roommate now.
Is it like bad?
No, not my roommate now.
And I was like, he's a gambler?
He is not.
Like, I know his family. Like,
He's
they're
very much not a gambler.
Yeah, that
That wouldn't make sense.
his dad was the pastor at my mom's wedding.
Yeah. No.
I'm thinking about the right guy, right?
No. Wait. We're talking about the same person, but it's not him.
Okay. I was just saying. Like,
Yeah. But my other roommate from college, yeah, he lost like a K at the casino.
and he's the other one that's not married?
What?
Correct.
Okay,
Well,
so,
I wasn't living with him last year.
You weren't living? Okay.
Like, he was my roommate at some point in college.
Okay.
And,
I know a few of his roommates.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, he lost $1,000 or so at the casino, like
Jesus.
his first or second time there.
I lost 100 the first time I went. In like 10 minutes. On the slots.
Don't play slots.
I didn't know. This
It's a
was
machine. It's obviously programmed.
the second time I went. We were playing. Me and Casey were playing penny slots. The 5-cent bets.
Yeah.
On a 5-cent bet, I won $25.
No way.
I swear, I have a video of it. Imagine if I had put $1 down.
Imagine if you cashed out.
I did cash out.
There you
After
go.
the
That's
25.
$25. We were there for 10 minutes. Cash out. And then I put 5 back in just to do something.
Yeah.
And I didn't win anything. I was like, nope, we're done.
Yeah.
So that was
I mean,
fun.
I would cash out too.
It's a good ROI.
Because I've been.
I watch
wanting to
people
leave.
play slots a lot at JP's. They have like 8 slot machines there.
Yeah.
And some of them let me press the button for them because I want to gamble, but I don't have the money to gamble.
You know what? All those slot machines tell you what you're going to win before you press it.
They do?
Yeah.
How?
By law in Missouri, they have to if it's not a real casino.
What do you mean?
So we had slot machines at Teepee's, the
Yeah.
$10 bar in Kirksville.
Right.
But if you look in the bottom, like right, depending on the game machine, it will tell you how much you're about to win if you press the button. Because they have to tell you because gambling's not legal here. So that's how it's not gambling. Because you know what it's about.
But nobody actually knows it's there.
No one knows it's there. And also, if you want to get the next prize, then you have to press the button to get
Somebody
rid of this
get-
one.
It's when you lower you go low bets until you see a high one.
Perhaps. I don't know when it like populates. Like if it's after you place like your money on the lines.
So you have to press the. So it might be when you press the button, it pops up.
Is after you've pressed the button to place like dollars down.
Well, the ones there
Before
you
you
can
spin.
change it every spin.
Yeah.
You can bet 25, and then you have to press the button. You don't lock in anything.
Okay. Yeah.
You lock it in when you press the button.
Yeah. It's before you press the button. By law, it has to be.
Okay.
Not at a real casino because
Maybe
they're
I'll need
legal
to
in the river.
watch for that.
Yeah.
Put a 20 in, do quarter bets until I see something good.
I only-
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah.
I'm
I-
using that when I go.
I only knew that
Not at the casino,
because-
just bars.
Yeah.
Hey,
bars.
I'm sure I can find one.
You'll be there next week when I host trivia.
Maybe.
He'll be there.
Yeah.
And you know him now, so you got somebody to talk to there.
Got that from Inside Scoop. Friend was a bartender at one of the bars in Kirksville.
Oh.
And they got bored and just played on shift.
Yeah, they did it all the time at bar I go to.
Yeah. Gotta kill time somehow.
Yeah, every time I walk by, somebody that works there is playing slots. It's either that or they're outside smoking. So,
I wonder if they've noticed.
what?
The what I just told you.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. I'll tell him next time I see him. All right, so we jumped off the trail from football a lot. We haven't even talked about you playing college football yet.
Yeah.
let's get into that. We've talked about everything else under the sun. It's what normally happens too.
Right.
College football.
Mm-hmm.
Is it D1 or D2 up there?
D2.
D2. Okay, it's still impressive.
It is what Lindenwood was for a while there.
Yeah, Lindenwood. Yeah. It's gonna bankrupt the school, but yeah.
We played them.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you
We
win?
were in our conference. No, we played a pretty close game with you guys.
Are they good?
Lindenwood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they D1 school?
I mean,
No.
they have all the nice facilities to be D1 and the location to be D1.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
But with that said, like, I mean, a lot of high-end D2, like competitive D2 schools, can go play D1 football.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that they necessarily should.
Yeah, when Lindenwood went D1, I know a lot of people were questioning their thinking about it. And we had one decent year, my freshman year. Mm-hmm. Last year was a shit show.
I haven't even checked the standings. I know that we were all looking at them, obviously, the first year that you guys went D1. Because, like, we were salty because we played 2 tight games in back-to-back years against you, and we wanted to play you again before you left.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Like, because the crazy part is that maybe not everyone realizes that you guys, like, I don't know if you guys even won a playoff game at the D2 level before you went.
I have no idea what they were trying to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it because, like, money.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you can make a lot of money given the area and given your facilities.
Yeah.
But, you know.
When we went D1, we do have other sports teams that deserve to be D1. That, like, the gymnastics team, which unfortunately got canned because of... Yeah, Lindenwood got rid of, I think it was 10 sports teams, and gymnastics was one of them.
Just because it's too expensive?
Yeah, the liability of it and the cost of everything. But, they got canned, but they had won, I'm pretty sure, multiple national championships.
Wow.
And that really upset everyone because it was like, okay, you're a D1 gymnastics team. And
I know what we're talking about.
won all of these championships, have other teams that
But now you get
done
disbanded
great.
because they want to move football up?
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That
what they want
gymnastics
to
was
do.
really good.
Yeah, and this isn't even talking about, like, the football, basketball players that were told that your scholarship's gone
Yeah.
because you're a D2 athlete. We went D1 athletes.
That happened?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, my other roommate, different roommate, he had a friend from high school that was on the basketball team that they were just like, yeah, we don't need you anymore.
Their basketball team is awful. Any Lindenwood basketball players who are listening, come on the show. We'd love to have you. But they are not good.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
I would say that with them in the room.
If I remember right, they let go like 7 of the however many, maybe like
Jesus.
12.
That
10,
sucks.
12 returning guys.
You know, they cut the swim team, too. You know why? We don't have a pool.
You don't have a pool.
Nope.
How'd you have a swim team?
They go down to the Y.
That's hilarious.
A Division I college team
You can't do that.
is going down to the Y. And it sucks for them. They cut the track team, too.
How do you cut a track team?
That costs nothing.
Yeah.
Literally.
How about this? They cut men's wrestling but kept women's.
Why?
Some of the women's
the
wrestlers
same
are friends of the show.
facilities.
Are friends of me in the old show.
But,
Yeah.
but, like, why cut either of them if they have the same facilities and there's, like, minimal overhead just like track? If any,
You have the room already.
there's more overhead in that you have to heat and cool a room.
Right.
Like, that's
And they
like-
have it already.
Yeah. What?
But I think the girls' team is significantly better than the guys' team. The girls are good.
And
There's some damn good girls
there's
on
a
that team.
lot
I
of
know the one you had on here was pretty good.
You listened to that one?
I
That was the
listened
old
to
show. But yeah, she
Yeah.
was awesome.
there's a lot of
I would love to have
scholarship
her
money.
again.
A lot of scholarship money going into women's wrestling.
Okay.
Because it's
And-
like
I would love to have
kind of
either
thing.
one of those girls on.
It's like
Yeah.
a
If you're
growing
listening.
sport for women and like high school girls to look for colleges. But they
Yeah.
got rid of lacrosse too.
Really.
Yeah.
Weird.
I feel like Lindenwood would be a really prime school for lacrosse.
You'd think. Do
I think we were.
you remember AJ used to come on
Yeah.
occasionally? He coaches lacrosse at CBC. Mm-hmm. Which is just interesting to me. He didn't go to CBC. But he coaches freshman lacrosse at CBC.
Money.
Yeah. No.
Not freshman.
No, he don't make much, he said.
No.
But he liked it. He said he was knowledgeable, and that's why he did it. That's what the coach told him. The head coach told him, is he knew stuff. He had stuff to pass on. Man's knees are his kneecaps are in his shins.
Why are you coming at another man's knees, sir?
No, because his knees are jacked up. What I'm saying. He played lacrosse at Fontbonne, though, I think.
R.I.P.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. Fontbonne. We're going to be getting...
No, he went to... he's been to like 4 different colleges, I think.
Well, yeah, but he did go to
He talked about
Fontbonne.
that, didn't he? That he bounced around. He went to Fontbonne. He played in Iowa or something.
I don't
Played in
think
Kansas.
so.
I don't know. He played somewhere in
The only
college.
time he called in was for
He called in like
wrestling.
4 times.
Yeah, but for wrestling.
No, do you remember the episode we did where everybody was bailing? We lost a guest and we had
Oh, yeah.
and I had AJ come on.
I don't know if he talked about that, though.
I think he did.
Or if he
Or
did.
Danny was
don't
on for a little
remember.
bit, and then Casey showed up with like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
That was a mess. Our guest, we had a kickboxer, and he had to reschedule the next week, and I needed to put something out.
Yeah.
So it was a hodgepodge of my friends calling in.
There you go.
It worked.
Yeah?
It's our 3rd highest episode.
What? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get enough guests, they'll all listen.
What?
You get enough guests, and they'll all listen.
Yeah. Our best episode is the first one.
Which was kind of surprising.
The first one's always going to be the best.
Yeah.
Because people, they hear about it and they go to the first one.
Mm.
When there's only 12, they're going to go to the first one.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I realized last semester, since February, I did 25 podcasts.
It's a lot of
25?
podcasts.
25 episodes. I did 11 on the old show. This is the 13th one on this show. There's
Yeah.
3 that didn't get uploaded, and I did Jalen's show.
Yeah, that would be 25.
I did a lot. Did a lot of talking. And most of the time, this was after doing 4 hours of radio.
I was
That's
at
a lot of talking.
I
Yeah,
was-
you're telling me.
I was at work today, and my coworker, she's like, because I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I wish.
She was like, "Oh, what are you doing, like this weekend or like the rest of today?" I'm like, "Well, I'm on a podcast that we did an episode on Tuesday and doing another one today." She goes, "I don't know if I could do that." She's like, "I'd just be tired of talking."
You did another podcast? It's not this one?
No, my coworker.
I was reading something. I missed.
Yeah, you pay attention to me. But
Okay, boss.
no, my coworker, she's like she's on a hockey team, and she's like, I talk all day to them. I talk to you all day. Talk to our boss all day. Don't know if I could do a podcast and just like keep
Fun.
talking.
Yeah. Jack's just a yapper over there.
Yeah.
There was the day we did that 4-hour show. I had a 3-hour class that I was on camera the entire time doing different shows. So I had to talk. We were making our own TV show and TV production.
Yeah.
I had to do 3 different ones, 3 shows. I was talking. I was the main person on each show. Talked the entire time. No, I was on 2. I floor directed on 1, so I'm yelling at everybody what to do from the control room through the headset. And then I did 2.5 hours of radio. I was supposed to do 4, but it rained and
But-
I was playing
oh.
lacrosse.
I know what day.
It was a whole thing. And then after that, we start the podcast at 8:15. Guy comes down about 8:15. We talked for a little bit. We started recording about 8:30. We went straight through till 11:30. Had no idea it was that late. Did another 3 hours of talking.
As one does.
I talked from 1 p.m. to 2 a.m.
For most people, that would sound surprising, but for you, that doesn't really sound that surprising.
It wasn't even. I wasn't even tired.
I was.
I had to drive home.
I very much was.
I had to drive home.
I was watching the computer the whole time of the podcast.
The second half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was aware of the time, and I was like looking at my watch and the computer. I'm like, how much longer are we going?
I was asked why I didn't sleep down there by the guy that runs the radio station. I was like, man, I thought about it.
I mean,
thinking back.
there's a few people that have.
Yeah. Public safety doesn't like that very much, though.
No.
We found out. We drove all the way out there to do an episode.
Yeah.
Public safety wouldn't let us in.
Ow.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the fact that they don't like it. It's just that the podcast lab in the building it's in have different hours
Yeah.
now than they do during school.
And we have permission to be in there if we can get in there.
Mhm.
But he's not going to give us permission to get in there.
We just have to get in there
Okay.
before it closes.
Yeah, they're not going to throw us out.
Gotcha.
Because technically the building closes at 8
No.
in school year.
During school, but
But there's esports kids down there until 3 in the morning most
Yeah.
nights.
Got an esports team,
Yeah.
but not a track team.
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last time I checked, one of those computers is going to be more expensive than any of the track teams.
Yep.
Yeah,
And we have a track.
we do.
I don't know where the track is, but we have
It,
one.
well, okay, you don't live on campus.
No.
You know where Evans
Yeah.
is?
Is it behind that?
It's, so, like, here's Evans. It's, like, in the field.
Oh, I've
Kind of
never been
behind
back
it.
that far. Well, I'm lucky I can find the buildings my classes are in.
We'll go.
Exploring.
Well, have you been on the football field?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really easy to get on there.
Oh, yeah. They leave the gate open all the time.
Yeah.
But I'll get you
My
to
friend out of nowhere did a backflip on there one night.
I'll get you to the,
I
track.
didn't know she could. It was a cartwheel and a back handspring. I was like, I didn't know you could do that. And she's like, yeah, I've done it about 6 years. I was like, okay.
I'll get you to the track.
Okay. I don't know where it's at, but.
It's not that far, but you gotta walk.
So how did we get to this? We were talking about Truman football.
We're talking about, you asked D1, D2,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, somewhere along the line we talked about Lindenwood going D1.
Okay.
And
How
then
did you
we talked about,
How did you switch from running back to receiver? How did that happen?
they kind of just told me.
Oh. You didn't play a single snap at receiver in high school.
I did in select packages. We would go empty, and I would play receiver, but I was just a running back playing receiver.
Right. Did you catch any routes at running back, at receiver ever?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember.
I had like 17 yards a catch when receiving the ball.
How much of that was that just total yards or is that after catch yards?
Total. I don't know what it would be after catch. I didn't do that math.
What do they call that? Yak yards or rack yards?
I think it's yak.
On Madden,
It might be rack.
On
I
Madden,
don't
it's
know.
rack.
It's probably rack then.
But I remember
get confused.
Grimshaw in high school calling it yak yards. Yards after catch,
Yeah.
or run after catch. Yak makes more sense.
Well, one of them is yards after contact, and one of them is it's either yards after catch or yards after contact, run after catch, run after contact.
Same thing.
Essentially.
Because usually you're getting some kind of contact when you catch the ball.
Well,
Unless you burn somebody.
Running back metric.
Okay.
So if you're a good running back, you're gonna have good yak. If you're a good receiver, you're gonna have good rack or yak or whatever it is.
Okay.
How many touchdowns do you get as a receiver?
In high school,
Both.
I don't know. I didn't find the end zone in college.
Ever?
At all?
No, unfortunately.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you hate to see it,
Yeah.
but
What were your college numbers like?
nothing crazy. But
Were you more like the Danny Amendola on the team than the Edelman?
yeah.
Hey, Amendola is my favorite player of all
Someone's
time.
got to do it. I mean,
Tom Brady gave that man CTE.
Who?
Edelman and Amendola.
Edelman seems fine.
Throwing him over the middle so much.
He seems fine.
Yeah,
Edelman's good.
but he definitely has CTE.
All of them do.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
just when it sets in. It's how severe.
Gronk, it set in immediately.
Gronk is not as dumb as he acts.
I mean, that's just like how he makes money now. Is just
Yeah.
by acting.
He's like Rain Man when it comes to numbers. Apparently, he's really smart. But he even knows it's not real money. Gronk's funny.
Yeah,
He definitely has something wrong with him, though.
he's just a special guy.
You watched the roast, right? They were all on.
Yeah, and half of them were on Gronk instead of the Gronk.
Yeah.
Tom said he would never, ever do that again.
Well, I don't
Well-
think
He should have said to not talk about the jiu-jitsu coach.
I don't think he realized how much they were gonna joke about his ex-wife.
It was
Yeah, that was
obvious.
wild.
Like,
If you got Jeff Ross on there, there's going to be ex-wife jokes.
It's gonna be obvious, but I don't think he thought it was gonna be as much as it was.
His best friends, Edelman and Gronk, made jokes about Giselle.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like it's like it should be you get like one lick in on like the ex-wife and then you move on to other things.
That's not
But-
roast, though. That's not how they do those.
Yeah, but I mean like it's the wife that cheated on him. Like
I didn't know she cheated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that why they broke up?
yeah.
I didn't know
The
that.
jiu-jitsu coach, and it was
I didn't
like,
know that until Tony Hinchcliffe said it. I was like,
You didn't know that?
No.
Okay, there's a lot he doesn't
I
know.
live in a closet.
And it was within like the last few years of his career.
Well, yeah.
It was like maybe last year. It was like not super long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when they got divorced, and everybody thought it was because he went back to the league. I guess he went back to the league because she was cheating on him.
I would say that
I don't
it's
know.
because the whole time she was probably cheating on him, and he just wanted to go back to the league. And then,
Yeah.
what is she gonna do?
That's
Apparently,
true.
she can't control herself while he's away.
Evidently. She makes more money than he does.
Really?
Doing
A lot
what?
more.
I doubt that.
Look up her net worth. Her
Okay.
net worth is like $600 million.
Did she get half of Tom's?
No, hers was more before Tom got divorced.
Well,
She's
she's a supermodel.
Massive in Brazil. She's a huge supermodel. Her net worth is like an absurd amount of money. Tom's might be up because of his new contract, but
Yeah, dang.
Well, but he's also got like TB12.
TB12 went under.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't hear those jokes?
no.
Dang.
I don't know if it went under, but it's not doing good. And he also lost $30 million in crypto.
Yeah.
Gronk, no, that's not real money.
Didn't he,
One day she'll be on the show.
Tom Brady, he has like a $300 million contract.
With Fox, yeah.
For just analyzing.
No, he's play-by-play. Or
Oh,
Not play-by-play.
I thought he
He's
was
color.
doing analysis.
Color, right?
I don't know. According to this, Giselle is $400 million and he's $300.
Yeah. It's boring.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's worth a lot of money.
How many kids do they have?
2.
2? Okay.
I think he has one with his ex and one or two with her.
Oh, I thought he had both of them with Giselle.
No, one was with the ex.
I didn't
Oh.
realize he had an ex before the ex.
They weren't married.
Oh.
He just knocked her up.
Didn't sugarcoat that one.
I know what I said. I heard it. Said it like that for a reason. Yeah, no. Emma Dole is my favorite player of all time.
Yeah?
I don't know why.
It's because was he on the Rams for a short stint?
He was. And actually, I do know why. The first game I ever remember watching, I know I've watched football before this, but the first game I ever remember, he returned a kick on like the first play for a touchdown. And I'd never seen it before, and I've only seen it a handful of times since. And ever since then, he's my favorite player.
That is pretty tough.
And then he was a monster in New England for like a week. Did you hear Bielecki even said, one year you got us 700 yards. It was a great season. Next year you got us 200. That was a first half for Randy Moss.
Yeah. No ring for Randy, though.
Nope. That's crazy. All
Yeah.
those rings he won, and Randy wasn't a part of that team.
Right.
But Randy wasn't known for a Patriot, though.
Sure, but I mean...
He was more known in
for
Minnesota.
when he was with the Patriots and they were perfect.
That's true. Until they weren't.
Yeah.
Until Eli showed up. They should have had Eli Manning there at the roast.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to...
I thought for a minute he was going to show up.
Who was was it the random actor that just showed up? Right before Peyton.
Oh, Ben Affleck?
Why was Ben Affleck there?
I don't know.
I know he's from Boston.
They must have some sort of connection.
Well, he's from Boston.
Yeah, but I feel
and he's a big fan. I don't know. They should have had McAfee should have been there too.
I feel like
McAfee would have killed it.
There were a few people there that shouldn't have been there.
Like Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, I was like, okay, Kim Kardashian, you're famous, but what's your connection with Tom Brady or anyone on that stage?
I don't know.
And she got booed.
She did. She got booed heavily.
And Netflix edited that out.
Yeah, they took it out completely.
Yeah.
That was Jeff Ross is always hilarious on those things. Nikki was great. Tony Hinchcliffe was great. You know have you seen his show, Kill Tony? Nope. You follow comedians at all?
Nope.
Oh. You should check out Kill Tony.
Honestly, I thought Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer...
They were terrible.
I thought they were going to do better.
They were just there for like a commercial break, basically.
Yeah.
And apparently when Gronk spiked the shot glass, he was not supposed to do that.
Nice.
Because that was glass.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah. And they Edelman apparently went and did stand-up, like to practice. He did a set at the big comedy club in L.A., a real famous one.
Yeah.
I can't think what it's called. I think it's called the Comedy Club.
The Comedy Store.
Yeah, Comedy Store. That's where Nikki got big.
All of them
Santino got big off of that. Bert, all them
They do
blew up there.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey Diaz got the nickname Fat Baby there.
What a nickname.
Joey,
You know Joey
Coco
Diaz?
Diaz.
Nope.
Joey Diaz did a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs.
Very nice.
Anyway, back to this. You get switched to receiver. What'd you think of that? Were you happy about that?
I was all right with it. I would prefer to like do a little bit of both, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you get put where you get put.
Did you start?
No, I was more rotation.
Still in there though.
Yeah,
Amendola type.
yeah,
That's a good comparison.
yeah.
Amendola.
It's just tough.
Did you have more yards than him?
I doubt I had more yards than. I mean, a guy that played in the NFL for however long.
All 212 yards he had in 2016.
Well, he had like 10 seasons in the NFL.
I just meant that one season.
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, but we did it. Have that. We ran the ball a lot. Believe it or not, with that Cody Schrader guy. Heard of him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mizzou.
Yeah, we had him for a little bit there, so we ran the ball a lot.
He's real good.
Yeah, he unfollowed all of us on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah,
What a prick.
yeah.
Cody, come on the show.
Didn't he
Cody followed me
graduate?
back.
Huh?
I thought he graduated.
He's in the NFL now.
What team?
Oh, he
The
is?
Niners.
What do they
I
need him
didn't know
for?
that.
I don't know.
They got CMC,
Uh-huh.
the best running back in the world.
Right. He got signed after the draft.
Did he get drafted?
No.
At 40 rounds in the draft, and
7.
that's
7
baseball.
rounds in
I'm
the
thinking
draft.
of.
I was like, where are
Baseball
you
has
getting
like
that
40
number?
rounds. Baseball has a lot of rounds.
Baseball does have a role.
Baseball has like 2 weeks.
We
of draft.
we have an episode where we were paying attention to the draft as it was happening.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
We were interviewing a guy named Max he was nominated for an Oscar.
Oh,
Like an actual legit Oscar.
that's tough.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He moved back to Germany.
Wow.
He's a good dude. We had some fun with him. That
Yeah.
poor kid. We didn't tell him we were playing good or gross one day. We told him we were playing blackjack.
What?
Yeah. There's an episode we played blackjack, good or gross, jelly beans. You know the gross jelly beans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently nobody told them what we were doing.
Ew.
Somebody,
okay,
I could have sworn we told them we were playing that.
I was not a part of this. I just
So
bought
it's just me then?
I bought the jelly beans.
I refused to play.
Yeah. So he was a dealer for blackjack.
Yeah, that was a mess. But yeah, the draft, she was losing her mind about something. Ben
Yeah.
was losing his mind. The Packers didn't draft that white cornerback.
Oh, yeah.
But
What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't either. I just know it's the white corner.
There's one white cornerback in the
Yeah.
NFL.
at the very end, it was when the Bills traded their place with the Chiefs for a first round, and the Chiefs got Xavier Worthy, who I was rooting.
I have no idea
I was
who that is.
rooting for the whole time.
You know who that is?
I didn't pay attention
After
this
they
year that much.
they did
honestly.
the NFL
As a football
combine.
player, you don't really follow it much, huh?
I honestly, besides fantasy, which I have down to a science, thank you. I did win my league last year. Not to flex, but yeah, no.
You burnt out on football, playing it for 10 years, and
Yeah,
that's been your life since you were
overloaded
10.
with ESPN notifications. I'm like, okay, I get it.
I'm not an ESPN fan.
Really?
No.
I mean, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I just like them for the ESPN Plus.
Yeah. I like him for McAfee.
Yeah,
But I don't even watch it on there. I watch it on his YouTube.
yeah.
'Cause I don't like ESPN.
But speaking of the draft, how did we feel about the Falcons' first round pick?
Why did they take Michael Penix?
I don't know.
Like,
Why did they just sign Kirk to a $120 million contract to sign Michael Penix? Are they trying to trade him or something?
I think they're just idiots. I think that
Why did
the
they
GM
sign-
is just incompetent.
Maybe he saw him. It was too good to pass up.
Did you see the video of the GM trying to explain to the owner after?
Oh yeah.
No, I did not.
Oh, it was hilarious. It was like
How can you justify that? Because
Well,
Kirk's a good quarterback.
I don't.
he started doing all these hand gestures, and he was like
Yeah.
trying to get into it, and he's like, "Well, if this guy's gone and like doing all this, and it's like, guy, you just fucked up the 12th overall pick and wasted this other guy's like $100 million."
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to do? Who are they going to start?
Kirk,
What are they going to do with Penix?
he's gonna sit.
He's
For
going to
4
be a
years?
backup.
Yep,
I guess they did it to Jalen Love. Or what's his name?
Jordan.
Jordan Love.
He's with the Packers, though.
But he sat behind Aaron for like 4 years.
But
Yeah.
I don't think anyone thinks Penix is the same level. I don't think
Jordan Love's a solid quarterback.
Right.
He's
I'm saying
become really
Penix
good.
is below that.
Oh, really?
I'm saying Penix is not worth a 12th overall pick.
He's pretty good. Went to the national championship.
Sure, but I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. What do you think of the first round? Caleb, what's his name?
Williams.
Yeah, he's not going to be what everyone wants him to be.
He gets injury prone, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's just no. He's not going to be what everyone wants him to be. He doesn't make good decisions. Like I've seen like some of his plays, and it's like, I mean, obviously he makes crazy plays.
So the Bears just have a history of bad quarterbacks lately, huh?
Well, they just take the hype.
I had Mitch Trubisky. He was awful.
Yeah, they traded up for him.
Yeah.
From 3 to 2.
Mitch was horrible.
Yeah.
He's one of the worst quarterbacks I think ever.
Nathan Peterman's probably the worst.
Who?
He was a former Pitt quarterback that played for the Bills.
That's why you know him.
Yeah. Well, in his, it might have been his first appearance, but I don't think it was. It was one of his first few. He tossed 5 picks.
Jesus. Is that it?
Well, 5 picks, and then he was out of the league.
Ooh.
Immediately.
That's a rough day at the office.
Yeah. Well, I think he had some bad outings before that, and then he tossed 5 picks, and they're like, yeah, you're done.
That's awful.
Yeah.
My confusion was the Steelers.
That's his team.
It is.
They took Russell Wilson from the Broncos, who...
And then traded for Justin Fields.
No.
Yeah.
I thought they had both.
We signed both.
Yeah.
Both were signings.
They signed both.
I thought they traded for...
Well, no. Well, Justin might have been a trade.
I think they both were trades.
No, Russ
No.
wasn't.
No, Russ wasn't a free agent. Oh, he got released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin Fields they traded for.
But Russ got signed to a veteran minimum of $1 million deal.
Yeah.
Because the Broncos are still obligated to pay him $46. Mm-hmm. So the Steelers got Russ for $1 million and then got Fields if that doesn't work.
That's so... I mean, Justin Fields is overrated, too.
But from a money standpoint,
It's a good
it's
deal.
so worth it.
Right.
And
Have Russ as your backup.
well, if Russ is like a fraction of like the Seahawks Russ,
Broncos country. That's right.
well, if as long as he's not
Your mom.
Broncos Russ.
What'd you say?
Your mom, Zach Wilson from the Jets.
Oh,
People call him the mom fugger because apparently he slept with one of
His
his...
teammates' moms, yeah.
Yeah.
the Cougar Killer.
And
I call him.
now he is replacing Russell Wilson on the Broncos.
Oh, I didn't even realize
I didn't
that.
know that either.
Yeah.
Apparently she knows more about football than both of us. I haven't played Madden in like 4 years. That's where I got all my football knowledge from.
Madden sucks.
I used to beat you in Madden, and you used to beat everybody.
Yeah, well, Madden sucks.
And I could beat you in that. You remember that? You could beat everybody in Madden. I don't think you've ever beaten me.
I have definitely beaten you in Madden.
I don't think you have. Because you know football. I know Madden. I know how to play Madden.
Yeah, I run actual concepts, and then you just run, you spam around all these buttons on defense to get the perfect, you can't throw the ball anywhere.
It's called knowing how to play the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the last time. That was a while ago. Last time we played Madden.
But I'm passionate about this, that Madden sucks.
Is it because you're bad at it?
No, it's because Ultimate Team ruined it, because all they care about is making Ultimate Team good, because they make so much money off Ultimate Team.
And it's not even good anymore.
Right.
It's all cash grab.
It's just so spammy for cash, and they're doing the same thing with hockey, with NHL.
Oh, that went downhill?
Yeah.
That was the best one.
It's all about Ultimate Team.
I'm an Ultimate Team guy.
Yeah, well, it's
It
fine.
was
It's
it was
fine on
Hut
its
that I
own.
beat you in.
It was Hut.
Do you remember
because
that?
You had a crazy team, and my team was ass.
I had spent money on it, and
Yeah.
I had a good team. Yeah.
but
I
Ultimate-
whooped it bad, too.
What do you want me to do? I had 60 overalls out there.
He was talking all this trash, too. And I beat you playing my style, which is awful. I'm not good at Hut. I just had such an overpowered team.
Yeah. But I don't know. Ultimate Team, it could be fine on its own, but they obviously make more money on it, so they only care about developing that.
Yeah. Are you going to get NCAA?
Maybe. Well, I'm going to see if it's
If it's worth it or not?
if it's like Madden's engine, because I really also don't like Madden's game engine.
Why not?
Just the animation it'll hit you with.
Oh, you can get screwed royally by bad animation.
You get a random dice roll of animations.
Uh-huh.
The defender can be out of position, and you're like, oh, he's open. Throw it to the right
And
side
then
of
he
him.
glides over there.
Yeah, and that. It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that hard to understand it.
What did you say I do on defense? I spam around buttons.
Yeah, you just click around, make adjustments at the line.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that.
You say you don't, but
Right.
you do.
Right.
It's like how I used to tell Will I wasn't looking at a screen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did he tell you about that?
No.
He got so mad at me when he realized what I had done for years.
What?
Beat the crap out of him by screen peeking.
Oh my gosh.
And then we played, and I closed my eyes when he picked a play, and I still beat him by 50.
Man, that hurts.
My buddy Jude, he was over here a week or two ago. We played 2 games. I won 56-0 and 49-0.
Goodness.
49-6. I let him score one, and then it was 49-0 at halftime.
Why do you play you again?
Because I was like, I'll use the worst team. You can use the best team, and I still beat him by 60.
Fucked up.
I threw a lot of interceptions because I was just hugging it deep every time.
Yeah.
Because I realized what he would do. When he was using one of the corners on accident, I would streak the guy down the middle, down the side, and I would bullet pass it every time, and it was an automatic touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
Every time, because I could see.
How often did he use the corner?
Every time he gets stuck on him.
How often was he getting stuck on him?
6 or 7 times.
Oh my.
Enough that I scored 49 points in 6 minutes.
Bro.
I'm pretty good at Madden.
Fucked up.
And I haven't played Madden in years. Madden 20 is what I have on there.
Yeah?
That was a good game, Madden 20.
I don't even remember.
That was before it was fully a cash grab. Did you ever play Madden?
I do Madden Mobile because I'm not.
Remember how much?
I'm not spending $60 on a game I'm gonna play 2 times.
Yeah. Madden Mobile was the game back in the day. We'll talk about this when he gets back. Madden Mobile was a lot of fun. I used to play that a lot. And NBA Live Mobile was a lot of fun, too.
I'm not into basketball.
I'm not either, but at the time I was. And that was a great game. That was so much fun. Those games are card collector games, though.
Yeah.
It's not about
that's why I
the team
like
you can
it.
get. It's about how many coins you can get.
Yeah.
There was a game. I don't know if it's even a game. It was like virtual baseball cards and stuff. It was called Bunt, Topps Bunt. There was a Madden one.
I feel like I've
one.
heard of it.
Yeah, it was a good one. And then it went all money, and it's not the same. And I had some good cards on that
Yeah,
one.
that's why I like the Madden Mobile because you don't really pay.
You used to have to pay.
I mean, there's options to if you want to get a certain mythic pack of players, you pay I don't know, $5.
You can't get the good players without spending money.
No,
And you used to be able. They got rid of the auction house on there too.
they did.
You used to be able to snipe cards.
Mm-hmm.
You'd set the filter for 101 coins.
Yeah.
And you'd sit there and refresh. I did it for hours. I'd sit there and refresh and refresh and refresh, and I'd get the card and I'd sell it and I'd buy packs. I'd buy
You
pro
did?
packs. Back in the day when pro packs were a thing, pro packs were the thing.
See, I just collect a lot of low level players, and then I upgrade them. And I collect.
You can upgrade players now in Madden
Yeah.
Mobile?
I collect enough to be able to upgrade to one
That is not the same game.
one
I know of.
player above.
You used to play Madden Mobile.
Yeah.
We all
every
used
day.
to. We used to play it all the time.
I still play.
We just sit there sniping players.
Yeah, that's what I was just telling her. That's what we would sit there for hours.
Yes. Waiting 5 minutes to snipe the next round.
I think we had timers set for when the next round would come.
We did.
And we would sit there, and every 5 minutes we'd make sure we did it. And we'd sit there for a minute straight, just refreshing.
Yeah.
And we would never get anything.
Occasionally we did.
Oh, we get big stuff when we did.
Yeah.
And then we'd sell it and buy pro packs.
Yep.
You can do that.
Pro
now.
packs aren't a thing
You can't,
anymore.
you can't.
There's
You
no
can't.
auction house and
What?
no pro packs.
What?
Pro packs were the bread and butter of that game.
You love those things.
I bought so many pro
You
packs.
bought so many of those.
And I had really good luck.
Well, it's just statistics at some point.
Well, you remember NBA Live Mobile too?
Yeah.
That was a great game too.
Yeah.
Because it was It was the same game. It was just basketball.
Right.
And you could the sniping and stuff. Did you ever snipe on Hut?
On Hut?
Yeah.
Hockey?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've done that. I used to sit there for hours.
They have a mobile game?
No,
Oh.
on Hut.
No, yeah, no, never on Hut.
You never played Hut really though, other than when I made you play it.
No.
I would sit there. Somebody would have a board, and I'd have something on my TV. I got 2 TVs set up in there, And I would sit there and watching something I wanted, and just keep flicking the button every 30 seconds. And just keep hitting the button, refresh, refresh, refresh. And occasionally I would get a Mitch Marner base card
Yeah.
that would sell for $1,000 more than I'd pay for it.
Fuck yeah.
Mitch Marner, he's
Yeah.
good.
He's good.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Are you more of a hockey fan now than football?
Definitely.
When did that happen?
Yeah,
After playing football for 12 years and you get sick of it?
I mean, maybe a little bit of that, and I don't know.
Pittsburgh got hot at the time you were whining out of football.
Not even, but
I guess I was still high school when Pittsburgh got hot.
yeah, I don't know. It just kind of the Steelers were just kind of
They've been in it for 10 years.
yeah.
Maybe
They've
longer than
not
that.
10 years.
They haven't been good. I mean, they've been solid.
What was like the 2017 Steelers with AB, Bell, and Ben?
They didn't do much.
They were like the best offense in the league.
Yeah, but they didn't do much in the playoffs.
Okay, but you can't say that they weren't good. Like, if the only definition of good is if you make the Super Bowl, then there's only 2 teams that are good every year.
The Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs are really good.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember when that team was good. That was like peak Big Ben.
Yeah.
Like old Big Ben, too.
Yeah.
And he was better. He got better the older he got.
Well, because, I mean, he had Antonio Brown pre-CTE.
That's true. And Le'Veon Bell when he was half decent.
Yeah. And then he thought he was more than he was.
And went to New York.
The fucking Jets.
What's up with people going to the Jets?
He went to the Jets for like $10 million less than the Steelers offered him.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Like, on an annual basis.
loved him.
I did.
He was your favorite player, I think.
He was.
You were a big fan of him. I guess because you were a running back.
It does translate.
That helped.
Yeah.
AB was a monster there, too.
Yeah.
Before he lost
Until
his mind.
Vontez Perfect.
Is that what it was that messed him up?
Dude, yeah, you can track it back to that hit he took. It was a vicious hit.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know who Vontez Perfect is.
Ever since then.
He should have never been allowed in the league. That guy was psychotic.
No. It's fucked up.
He's one of the worst guys like that.
Talking Brown in terms of CTE.
Huh?
Antonio Brown in terms of CTE.
No, I mean Vontez Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bad man.
No, yeah.
Was he part of that Saints team that had bounties out on people?
No, but actually you've met that coach.
Really?
Yeah, he went to Truman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was roommates with our head coach.
Really?
Yeah. So he came and gave us talks.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was kind of
He's
funny.
bad.
He wouldn't talk about Bountygate.
Well, I bet not. Did he ever actually get busted on that?
Yeah, he was the defensive coordinator.
Oh.
He was the one that did it.
There's a documentary that just came out about that.
Yeah, well, Greg Williams. That's his name. He was the DC for several teams. He was I think he was head coach. He was also OC for a few teams.
Did anybody ask him about it?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not talking about
He
it.
wouldn't answer. He's like,
Pansy.
they're supposed to. Like, he's just an old guy trying to be tough, you know.
But he's a bad man.
He's just a little dick.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
That was crazy when that happened.
Yeah.
'Cause that Saints team was super popular, too.
Mm-hmm.
That was like right after the hurricane down there, and the Saints kind of saved the city. And
It wasn't that one. There was like
was like-
2011, I think.
oh, that was like prime Drew Brees.
It was Brett Favre ending career with the Vikings. Was the Saints in the NFC Championship.
Oh, that pick
Yeah, they like.
when Brett Favre threw it to nobody.
Yeah. I
That
don't
was
know,
bad.
He got killed. But,
Well, apparently the wrong ball was in the game or something. It was a kicking ball that.
well, regardless, there was a bounty on his head and it got paid out.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
He might be.
I'm thinking of the
I
interception
don't-
he threw.
Yeah, I know that's the one that sealed the game, but like I don't remember.
I didn't know Brett Favre was part of that.
Well, he was the target of it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a video of him in the locker room.
Brett Favre's
before
not
the
a
game.
not a great man.
He isn't.
No.
I only know him from his Ranger
What did he
Jean
do?
commercials.
Brett Favre
Yeah.
stole a bunch of money from Mississippi.
Mississippi has no money. What do you mean?
He was getting money from the state to help his daughter's high school volleyball team. You don't know about this?
No,
No.
Mississippi's so poor they don't have any money.
He sued McAfee over it.
What?
Pat called him the sticky finger bandit, and he sued him for defamation. Him and Shannon Sharp both got sued.
I've
Who
never
won
heard of
the
this.
case?
You never heard
though?
about this at all?
No. Who won?
Nobody. He dropped it because he was insane. Brad had to pay all the money back to the Mississippi government that he stole from.
I haven't heard.
He was
this.
robbing Peter to pay Paul
Okay.
and was keeping the money. And he was saying he was doing speeches and stuff that he wasn't. Look it up. It's a whole thing. I don't know. How did you not hear about this?
How did you hear about this?
It's all over the news.
Okay.
You didn't know
I didn't
about
watch
Drake
this.
and Kendrick, but you know about this.
Okay.
That was all over TikTok.
I want to work in sports broadcasting because of Pat McAfee. If something happens to Pat, I probably know about it. He got in trouble the other day for calling Caitlin Clark a white bitch.
Pat McAfee called him that?
He didn't call her a
Or
white
heard
bitch.
that?
He was saying like that bitch, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
she's the best.
Yeah.
It was after that girl took her out.
Oh,
I find it really
what was it?
Angel Reese.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
that
bad.
I find it so funny how all the WNBA players are like hating on her so much.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah, and like even her teammates like are hating on her.
She's statistically, she's the greatest college basketball player ever.
She's literally helping the whole league,
Yeah.
and people are mad about
She's
it.
a good person.
She's the only reason, like
They have
the
charter flights
biggest
now.
reason that they have like more audience.
The Indiana Fever's selling out games.
Yeah,
When has that ever happened?
Their audience attendance went up over 300%.
There's people there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm not even gonna. I wouldn't even go for her. I'd go just see the beef because I think it's hilarious. Like she's good at basketball. I'd like to watch that and watch the.
She's
beef too.
incredible at basketball.
Yeah, she's really good. But I want to go to a game and see Angel Reese body check her for no reason.
Yeah.
Angel Reese should get kicked out of the league.
But she already got fined.
Good. It was so clearly intentional.
I love.
You know what's going to happen is Caitlin's going to snap and just beat the crap out of her.
Well, I don't think so.
No,
'cause
I
I
feel-
think Caitlin would lose.
I
But
feel like she's more professional.
Yeah,
than
that's
that.
true. She's respectful and
Yeah.
a good person,
yeah,
and like wants to do better for the league. And people watch women's basketball now.
they watch Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
They don't want to see Angel Reese make 37% from the field.
Yeah,
No.
I want to see.
Have that just be layups.
I would see her. I mean, if they were team close, I would go.
I want to see the statistics of viewers
It's
of the
way up.
Indiana games compared to like the
Angel
Angel
Reese's
Reese
team.
games.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
It's
Nobody
gonna
knew who Angel Reese was before she threw an elbow.
No one knew who she was until ESPN started force feeding posts, and then it was just like, oh, that was the one women's basketball player, and now it's, oh, she's the person to check Caitlin Clark.
She's not good.
She's just like the next best person, which makes her not very good.
Is she that good?
She's like the
I
next
don't-
best in the W. I think. I'm just
I thought
going off the
that
fact that the
other-
ESPN like force feeds posts about.
I thought the girl from UConn was really good.
I don't know. I'm talking
Paige
about.
Beckers.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I just know that I've seen her before. Caitlin was in the league, and like that was like
But Caitlin's
ESPN's
just
person to post
far
for
and
the
a-
WNBA.
Caitlin's far and away the best.
Oh yeah,
And then you got that idiot on The View saying she's only in the league because she's white and pretty.
yeah. There's like
I'm trying to think which idiot you're talking
I don't
about.
remember.
probably Whoopi.
No, it wasn't Whoopi.
Joy,
I don't know. I don't
the
know.
redhead.
I don't remember. If I saw a picture, I'd probably know, but I don't know. I don't watch The View. I
I
just
think I can picture the person you might be talking about, but
she
I
said
don't
it
know
was
the
white
name.
privilege that
I
she
mean,
gets treated right.
The same people that said that it was that Jews not a race and like downplayed the Holocaust.
Oh, yeah.
So like yeah, I mean
Yeah.
we're talking about like not the best people here.
Caitlin Clark, though, is the greatest basketball player ever in women's history.
Yes.
She's the greatest basketball player in NCAA history, statistically.
Yeah.
She might be the best. Like, she's not going to be against the guys, but, like, she's statistically the best they've ever had.
Right.
She beat Pistol Pete's record.
And they're arguing. They're like, well, what if you put her against LeBron James?
LeBron is 200 pounds
like-
heavier than
That's
she
just
is.
not fair.
She's
yeah,
150 pounds.
That's like saying you put like the 105 weight champion against like
A
the
heavyweight.
heavyweight. Like
Yeah.
great. Yeah, what does that show you?
Nothing.
Like that doesn't the
No, it's
105
two
can just
different-
be a
men's
fantastic
and women's basketball-
person on their own.
Men's and women's basketball are two different games.
Right.
And if I think she could play in the NBA, I think it would take her a while to adjust to the physicality, but I think she could do it.
I
She
just don't
wouldn't
think
be
it's a fair
good.
argument.
I think
But
she's I
She
don't.
wouldn't be good in the NBA,
No.
but for WNBA,
She's the best ever.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like the Williams sisters tennis.
When they lost to the guy that was ranked like 200th.
They got blown out.
Yeah.
It's a different game.
Yeah. No, it's just not. It's not the same comparison.
No. And then they say she's only in the league because she's pretty. She's not that attractive.
Yeah.
She's not ugly, but she's not like a model.
Not your type.
That girl at
Like,
UConn is.
if you saw her on like Versace,
I mean, she looks like a regular person.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what I was saying by that.
She's
not that she's not attractive.
She's not
but
like a Kardashian or
She doesn't look like Alex
Hadid.
Morgan.
Yeah. Fair.
That's a good comparison.
Very fair. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, no, she doesn't look like that, but she's not ugly or anything. Like,
So you think she's hot?
who?
You think Caitlin Clark's hot?
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
You said the opposite of that.
No, I didn't say that either. I don't know what I said.
Do you want to rephrase?
No, I think we're gonna move on from that.
Want a beer?
No.
Okay.
I don't like beer.
No, then he'll get even more down
Yeah.
the rabbit hole.
I don't like beer. Makes my stomach hurt.
Then why do you have so much of it?
That's not mine.
So you stole a beer?
Been in there for 2 years. It's fair
Okay.
game at that point.
I say if it's not touched in
I know you guys took a bunch of beer from the graduation party.
It says freshest before March 2023 on this.
Yeah, it's old.
Ooh.
Beer is good for like a year. So this is, very much 2 years old.
Did it taste any different or no?
It didn't taste that bad. But,
Probably no alcohol
like,
in it at that point.
No.
Or it's stronger.
Beer just doesn't go bad. It's just like if it goes like flat, like it just tastes bad.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been in the fridge, so it's like,
I'm not a beer fan.
yeah, you're a Twisted Tea kind of guy.
I'm Mike's and that stuff.
Yeah.
Twisted Tea started to hurt my stomach too.
Give you the shits.
Everything gives me the shits.
Not allowed to say that word.
You can say it on here. You can say it on here. There's other ones you can't, but you can say that.
Right.
Yeah, no. Vodka gives me it real bad.
What about tequila?
I don't drink enough tequila to know.
I think we need to do an
Yeah, I
experiment
think
with
so.
you.
I'd rather not.
I
My
think
stomach
we
was
should.
already upset this morning.
We should.
I had tequila in there.
Are we doing it right now?
I don't want to drink tequila right now. I don't really like tequila.
So,
Tequila's got a bad
I didn't
aftertaste.
ask if you like tequila.
Do you like tequila?
Sure.
You'll drink anything, won't you?
Right.
If it's got alcohol in it, you'll drink it.
Yes.
You don't drink
No.
yet.
It would be illegal for me
2
to
weeks,
say
right?
that. No.
Month and a half.
In July. End of July.
Month and a half.
That's closer than 2
Yeah,
weeks.
whatever.
So, yes.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun when you turn 21.
Oh, can we?
It's going to be a good time. Oh, I don't know what
Oh,
to say.
you're getting tired.
No, I'm not. I just
You just
repositioned.
yawned.
I said, I don't know what I was going to say because I didn't know I was going to go. What is Bud Select your go-to?
Yeah, it used to be Coors, but I'm starting to get on Bud Select.
Growing up a little bit?
Sure. It was actually, Bud Select was cheaper in Kirksville than Coors, which is kind of weird because Bud Select's definitely the better beer.
Natty's cheaper everywhere.
Sure. Yeah, Natty is cheaper everywhere.
You know Natty Light and Busch Light's the same thing? It's just marketed to different people.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Used to work for AB. Told me that. Think about it. They're both very watery beers.
How are
I
they?
think they have different ABV.
I don't think they do.
How are they marketed differently?
Busch Light is marketed to
Redneck.
Casey,
To Casey style.
and Natty Light is marketed to him.
I don't know.
What am I?
College kid.
Okay. Natty Light's ABV is a 4.2, but Busch Lights is a 4.1.
Okay, so they're very similar.
Yeah, but they're not the same.
They're they taste similar. What I've heard. I don't drink either one, but and Sonny Gray's been bad lately. He gave 3 runs today.
Did we win or lose?
It's 3-0 right now. They're better than Pirates though. So
Cardinals?
yeah,
Are you sure? There's a stretch there where the Pirates were above them in the standings.
yeah. I don't even think Cardinals got hot.
Oh, yeah?
Paul Skeen got lit up last night.
Did he?
Yeah,
You mean Livy Dunn's boyfriend?
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. His debut. The headline was Livy Dunn's boyfriend strikes out 12 in debut.
That sounds about right. That's how I'm going to call him.
Yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
is. It's Livy
Yeah.
Dunn's boyfriend.
Is he actually a good pitcher?
Yeah, he's really good.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
number 1 prospect in baseball.
Because
number 2. Actually.
The only reason I
Who's number 1?
Was it O'Neill Cruz?
No,
Okay, then no.
Jackson Holiday.
How would I know that?
I don't know. You know Matt Holiday.
Not personally. I've heard it.
That's my name and Matt Holiday. I figure, yeah, you would have got it.
How would that make me get it?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Anyway, the only reason I know of him is because of Livy Dunn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
That's the only reason.
that and him having a crazy debut.
he did a really good debut. He had a
Did he
Strasburg.
strike out the first 7?
Something ridiculous. He had a Strasburg-like debut. Did you close my door when you came back in here?
Yeah.
Okay. People don't like to close my door ever. The dogs get in there. My dogs are not allowed in my room. I
Why?
got too much stuff in there for them to get into.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh,
yeah, he had a Strasburg level debut.
Yeah.
Strasburg struck out 14 in his debut.
That's a lot of strikeouts.
He was really good.
Yeah.
He was throwing like 102 before guys were throwing 102.
Yeah.
Strasburg was special.
Skeens throws over 100,
He
right?
throws hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ohtani hit a bomb off him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Ohtani also throws hard.
Huh?
Ohtani throws hard, too.
Yeah, he does.
But
And he hits dingers.
Ohtani could be the best baseball player of all time by the end of his career.
I mean, he can do both.
And
which
he's
is
good at
hard.
both.
Yeah.
He can hit a ball 500 feet and he can throw a ball 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
what happened with the legal case?
Ipe
with
took the
him?
fall for it.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the whole...
Gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all Ipe. Shohei legitimately doesn't speak English,
Right.
so his interpreter would tell him other things.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
They were best friends too,
That's so fucked.
like best friends. Like he wouldn't go anywhere without Ipe.
That's so messed up.
So you know what that tells you? Learn English if you're gonna play baseball.
Or have better friends.
That too.
Yeah.
Learn English though. You know who wouldn't have screwed him? Yuji,
I
the
don't
old
know.
Cardinal translator.
Okay. How was I supposed to know Yuji?
Eugene was his name. I don't remember his last name. Eugene was hilarious. He was Sangwon Oh's translator. Sangwon Oh might even be Korean. I'm not sure.
Wow. Messed up.
I'm not sure.
I couldn't tell you either way.
At least
that noise?
know enough English that you can tell if
Right.
someone's lying to
Right,
you.
yeah.
Especially about money and stuff like that.
Yeah. You should honestly be able to tell without even knowing. Like, if they're really your best friend, like, you should be able to know when they're lying to you.
True.
Kind of,
like
to a degree.
facial expressions and all that. You
Yeah.
gotta be a good liar to get away with
and
that.
just, like, cold-hearted.
Yeah.
Like,
To do that to your best friend too.
right. Like, it's not like...
Maybe he was just using him the whole time for his money. They weren't really friends. They lived together.
They do.
And they did.
I doubt they're friends now.
I can't imagine they are.
There's zero chance. There's just no way.
Because he put Ohtani through the ringer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People thought Ohtani was betting on baseball and all that. I don't think he would do that. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy.
I don't know.
But then you get the Mizzou guy, Michael Porter's brother, Jonte Porter, banned for life from the NBA.
I am unfamiliar.
You know Michael Porter?
I do.
His brother is banned for life
Huh.
from the NBA.
Because he was betting?
Yeah. I didn't realize that was the same guy. He went to Mizzou.
I knew that their dad was the coach at Mizzou.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Michael got hurt the only year he was there.
Yep. The only year Mizzou had a chance at anything.
I know. I was sad. I was very sad when that happened. Yeah, no, Ohtani is innocent, though, as far as I know. But I don't know much else about the Pirates right now. I heard Paul Skeens really good.
O'Neal Cruz is the best player ever.
O'Neal Cruz, okay. He's not even the best shortstop in the Central.
Whatever. It's the only pirate I know besides Livy Dunn's
About
boyfriend.
Cabrian Hayes.
What?
Cabrian Hayes.
Heard of him?
Yeah. Some fan you are. You're a Cardinal fan at this point, though, aren't you?
I am just not a baseball fan.
You're a Cardinal fan at this point, aren't you?
No.
No?
I go on and off with the Cardinals. I either like them or I don't. But I don't have a second team.
They piss me off.
All
Why?
the
'Cause they suck.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what it's like being a Pirates
Welcome to the life.
fan. I know.
That's why you just stop liking baseball. You just don't watch it.
At least I
The
have.
Pirates have had one good year since 1990.
They had 3 years in a row they went to the one game play in. After 182 games, they can only play one game play in
And they got whooped every time.
because they were playing like the
No,
best pitchers that
they
year.
beat the Reds.
No,
They didn't win that game?
no,
When Johnny Cueto dropped the ball?
no. They lost all 3 years in a row in the play-in game.
No, because the Cardinals played 5 with them. In 13, the Cardinals beat them in 5.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I remember Wainwright pitching game 5. I remember you being at my house for all 5 of them.
Were they in the wild card that year? They might not have been in the wild card.
It was the second year of the wild card. They won the wild. That was the year they beat the Reds when Johnny Cueto dropped the ball.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
no.
The place was so loud, Johnny Cueto dropped the ball. Have you been to that stadium?
PNC Park?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it as nice as people
Yes.
say it is?
it is.
Is it nicer than Bush?
Yes.
It's saying something. Bush is one of the best stadiums
I mean,
in
yeah,
baseball.
Bush is up there. But, like, I don't know. Having the river there,
Yeah.
it just, yeah.
We got the arch. That nobody really cares about anymore.
Does
Yeah.
Bush face the arch?
I don't know. I,
don't
haven't
think
been
it
in a
does.
while.
I think it's just cutting the outfield.
You're right.
I think it faces
I think
like
Bush
luxury
is-
apartments
Faces Ballpark Village.
and luxury apartments.
Have you been to
Yeah.
Ballpark Village?
No, not yet.
Seems like a fun time to go down there. It's expensive.
I am sure.
$11 a beer.
Yeah, that is one AYCD.
What?
All you can drink.
That's crazy. $11 for one beer is insane.
Which I will not be doing.
I paid $17 for a tall boy twisted tea at a Blues game.
Even that's insane.
It's tall boy at least. But I didn't drink. I didn't even drink. It started hurting. I ate so much that night that I couldn't.
Oh
even drink.
God, I heard about this.
I ate an insane amount of food that night because my boss paid for dinner.
Yeah.
So we went out to eat, and I had something, and then I had dessert, and then I had popcorn, and then I had nachos, and then I had something else. I just kept eating, and then I had somebody else's food, and then I ate my boss's popcorn, and it was just like you just kept going.
Shit happens.
I was hungry.
Yeah.
I was so sick the next day.
Yeah.
So, what time is it? We gotta start winding down soon.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
It went 2 hours. Didn't feel like that, did it?
No, it was pretty good.
That's how ADHD works. It's like, oh, it's been 2 hours.
Yeah, that's your life.
Pretty much.
Bouncing around topics in your
The
head.
other day, I was on the phone with my friend. She called me at like 10,
Yeah.
and next thing you knew, it was 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's cute.
Yeah. One word for it. All right. Well, as
On that note,
we start to wind down here, with Teddy on today, we had a lot of fun. You got anything you want to plug?
you said what?
Anything you want to plug?
I have nothing to plug in.
Social media? Anything?
Oh, I don't really use social media.
You do anything exciting? Anything coming up?
Working a job.
Oh, okay.
That's
I'm
exciting.
boring.
So I guess he's a grown up now and doesn't do anything fun.
Yeah.
If you're listening and you live in the St. Louis area, come to JP's next Wednesday. I'm hosting trivia at 7. JP's in Eureka. It's a lot of fun.
June 12th.
June 12th. I don't know when this might get uploaded now. It might get uploaded on Tuesday. I'm not sure. But yeah, June 12th, JP's 7 o'clock. It'll be a lot of fun. Emily?
I get nothing.
Nothing?
I really not doing much besides this and working.
Life.
Yeah, life is taking its toll.
Check out Game Show Battle Room if you want to. It's a lot of fun. We worked there. I worked there. I'm not on the radio right now, so don't listen to that. But yeah, well, I'll be there next week at trivia. Anybody wants to come? You made it this far. It's been fun. We'll see you next time.